been with a couple other guys, and I knew right away, oh, they would be awful fathers. Like my ex-boyfriend
So
before my
you just
husband,
already knew Kim off the back. You did.
I already knew what.
They were gonna be awful fathers, like the men.
Yes, yes, and I can tell you why,
Yeah. What were
because
some of the traits?
so like my first official boyfriend, he I was a virgin. He said he was a virgin, but somehow he had a miraculous birth of a child when we were across the country from each other. So he had immaculate conception down in Key West,
I'm
and
fucking
ended
dead.
up and then ended up having a child. So then I moved on with my life, and then I did see him years later. And I lived in Washington State. He lived in Key West, Florida. And when I saw him, he wanted me to break up with my boyfriend at the time and give him another chance. And he was going to move to Washington, where I lived. And I asked him, "What about your son?" And then his answer was, "His mama." First of all, I don't know if he thought that that was going to impress me, that he would drop the moon and his son for me, but that did the total opposite, because if you can leave your seed like that for a piece of behind, you are not a man. You are not a father, and you don't deserve to have that child. And I knew at that moment that even if I had remotely thought that I could take him back, never. Because the same way he left that baby, he would put a baby in me and he would leave me and that baby for somebody else. So that's an example. So
Mm.
like things like that, when men will discard their children to try to impress another woman and everything, you're not a good dad. I'm sorry. In my eyes, you're not. That's your seed on this earth, your legacy, and you would leave them. Mm-mm, no. And so when my husband and I were courting, I knew. I watched the way that he moved. I watched the way that he, dealt with children that we, that were in our lives. And I said, then before I had a child, and now after I have a child, I can tell you one thing. We are married. We're gonna do this, and one of us is gonna bury each other. But if for some reason we were not together, I know one thing. I know my son would be well taken care of, no matter what, because my husband is that good of a father. And I know that because of that, he would be fair to me because I bore his child. I might not live the life of luxury that I live now, but he would not leave me destitute and out there fighting for my life because I am the mother of his child. That's what kind of a father he is. That's what kind of a father women should be looking for when they are courting people.
So
Yeah.
Kim,
Yeah. But that was good.
so is it safe to say that someone can be, you know, a a bad partner but a good parent?
It is safe to say that, yes, they could be a good parent and a bad partner. But then you don't want to, but you have to, you just have to be greedy in that aspect. You have to discern for your future children, but you also need to discern for yourself too as a woman. You can't, oh, he's going to be a great, great father, but a terrible partner. You're doing yourself a disservice. Um, and actually, now that I'm saying that out loud, I don't know if he could, because if he can't be good to you, your children will see that and that will reflect on them. So maybe I might need to retract that answer and say maybe not, because it doesn't work that way. And I think a lot of people overlook too many things, just because maybe he's tall, maybe he's rich, maybe he just super fine or whatever. They are willing to overlook major things, but in the long run, if you are
Come
planning to
out.
do this, as the vows say, till death do you part, it's a long time. I've been with my husband for 37 years, and this is a long, long game. And I
Why
just
does it
shouldn't.
feel so long though, Kim? It feels like you're tired. A long, long game. That's what I
Are you
feel
tired
like.
now?
You know what I mean, butter?
No.
Like long, 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 long. You know what I
Oh, you
mean?
you
With
know why? Because Stack, I was 17 when I met my husband. I'm
oh,
54.
okay.
That's
So
a
you get
long
okay.
time.
Oh,
I'm not I'm not tired. I'm not, because I still enjoy time with my husband. My son is getting ready to go off to college next year, and we already have our plans of what we're going to do when he leaves, and we're going to go back. We don't look our age, we don't act our age. Um and we still thoroughly enjoy ourselves, and act inappropriate in a lot of ways. But it's been a long time. We've been together longer
Put a
than a
sweater
lot of
on.
people have been alive on this app. So it is a long time. And so if people think that you can get this far dealing with some of that bullshit, I'm here to tell you it's not going to work. It's going to be very, very hard for you. And it's was a long time for me, and I've had a very beautiful, blessed life with this man.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I understand. Now, Butter, does it sound long, long, long to you? What's going on here?
Because
It sounds, yeah, like, because I don't think most women could even do this nowadays and be like Kim. You know what I mean? There's no more of that. You know, Kim, you're like one of a kind. You know what I mean? You're like a unicorn. There's no more of you. You know what I mean? No more long, long times with these women because they don't care about men or they don't care the way you care or maybe Mac or Butter. You know what I mean? But these
I
women, they
think
do not care about these men the way that Kim do.
I think
Thank you
people
very
just
much.
I think people just outgrow each other. People just sit there and they just, they find out what they like, especially when you are in your 20s or are and you do like bring a kid in a situation right away. It doesn't last because not because, though it's the woman. Let's not do that stack.
It's definitely it definitely could be the women sometimes. Y'all know that. Like, come on, let's not like it
But
up.
I feel like,
Mhm.
sometimes what happens is women, you know, they how do I put this? We bite off more than we can chew, where we count their eggs, where we go off potential. So like we like, okay, well, I'm having a baby with this man, maybe, we're gonna have a family, we're gonna have that white picket fence. And then when it's not that, because the man actually shows his true colors, then we're kind of like, oh, like this isn't what I thought it would be with this baby.
So y'all
But
regret having a baby with him? That's what I hear, Kim. It sounds like a bunch of regret. What do you think?
well, I think the last thing that Butter said was it wasn't what I thought it would be. I think that's the issue. I think what's happening is people are very short-sighted in what motherhood looks like, in what wifehood looks like. Because anybody can look on the app, on Instagram and on all these social media and whatever, and these talking points, and everybody talks about that $500 date. Everybody talks about that, $300,000 wedding. They all talk about the, $20,000 wedding ring. But do any of y'all talk about when one of y'all need a hip replacement and the other one's got to take them to the hospital? Does anybody talk about when you get sleep apnea and you got to get CPAP machine? Does
Mm,
anybody talk about
mm.
when farther down the line when one of y'all loses your job and then the other one, typically if a man loses his job and you as a wife got to stand up in that gap and hold it down for maybe, 6 months to a year? We don't have those conversations. And if you don't hear about that and all you hear about is, the lovely stuff, the white dress, the honeymoon in Bali and that sort of stuff, it can be a shock to be here. For me, it's not a shock because my parents have been married for 57 years. And so I know what's down the line and I was ready for it. But if that's why when people were so shocked at the good first lady when she said that there were years that she didn't like Barack Obama, I was like, these
Yeah,
people
that
don't have
was
any clue.
crazy. That was
Yeah.
People
crazy.
have no clue what the hell marriage is about because when she said it, I felt it and I
Oh, so
understood and
y'all
I
don't.
high
Because
Oh,
fived
so
her in
sometimes,
the
y'all don't
no,
street.
like.
that's true.
Oh,
Because
so y'all don't like y'all husbands low key.
sometimes
That's
you
what's
don't
going on.
like the thing is there's a difference between liking and loving, right? Loving is more long term, and I think love is more of the overall. Like even as like you think like your parents, right? You think there are times where your parents your wait y'all think your parents liked you all the time? There are sometimes when your parents do not like you at all. And not
Hell
like to say
no,
like
Butter.
they treated you bad, but it's like dang, like I don't know. It's like I love you, you're my kid, and I'm always gonna have unconditional love, but like I don't know, you're on my shit list right now.
Exactly. But if they wouldn't give the good first lady grace, that's why people don't talk about that stuff. People always ask me, Kim, how come you guys and all you old married people, you don't ever talk about like the bad stuff in this? Because as soon as we do, we get raked over the coals. I'm not here for that. So if you guys think you got it, then guess what? Y'all got it. I'm not gonna sit up here and be put on the stake, to help y'all that don't want to be helped. Like Lyric said, you can't help people that don't want to be helped. That's from Jason's Lyric, the movie.
So yeah, I agree. You're not always gonna like the person you're with, and that's okay. Like it's okay to not like your partner at times. As long as the bigger picture is, I love you and I'm here for you. I might not like you at the moment, but I love you and I'm here for you.
Trying to tell you if you want to get married, be prepared for it. Because sometimes I can't stand this goddamn man. I be wanting to go upside his head. I be
Why?
wanting to
But I'm
punch.
saying why?
Damn.
But listen, y'all. I feel like y'all stop loving men after a while. That goes to the
No.
topic. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? That's what happens.
No.
Kim. No, that's what happens. Y'all say I don't like you. I don't. That's what goes on. Y'all can. I can hear.
No, I love my man. Damn.
Well, you just said it, Stack. You said I don't like you. Yeah, there are going to be times when I don't like that man. Guess what? There are times that man don't like me. But you know what? All 37 of these years, I've always loved that man. I've never ever not loved that man. Ever.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
You terrible, Stack.
No, I'm just. I'm trying to just figure out like the woman, like they stop loving you after a while. Y'all start saying mean things. I mean, you heard Mac mute up. She already knew where she was going with it. It was going to hell. That's why she
No,
muted.
no, no. No. I love my man. Damn. It's just sometimes he disturbs my peace. But I feel like that's a part of life. Like, I don't feel like, down to it. Down to it. But I feel like that's a part of life. And I feel like that's the beauty in it. Like, when you find your actual person, like, Michael, it happens. We're human. We had times when we didn't like our mamas, our daddies, our brothers, our sisters, but you always come back. Like the people that you love, you come back.
Right. I was going to ask Stack. In your whole life, has your mama ever talked mean to you? Has she ever been mean to you and talked bad to you?
When I was a badass kid, hell yeah, bad.
And you think
Okay,
she liked you
perfect.
when you was out here?
You
You
think
think she? Oh, go ahead.
oh
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, okay, so you were bad and she talked mean to you. So
Sit
in
your
all
ass
those times that
down.
she talked to
Sound
mean to
like
you,
butter in you. Yep.
but
And
did she love you? Did your mama love you?
I, act. I don't know now. See, now y'all not gonna put
He
me in.
said, I don't know if she love me or not.
Gotta put me in a trick box.
I'm saying, Sack, she when you was out here running around like a little heathen, like a little baby kid, she probably did not like you at the moment, but she loved you.
Correct.
And that love was keeping her from, maybe she yelled at you and she gripped you up instead of, punting you across the room because she loved you.
Yeah. Okay. Women are violent. That's what I. That's what I got from that, Kim. You women are very violent, and you use your words to, attack.
I'm pleading the fifth.
Right. But, sometimes, it's like and love are two different things. Like is something that's temporary and I feel like can always be changed, where love is something that I feel like grows and rarely ever, you rarely stop. I feel like you never stop loving someone. You can fall out of love with someone, but you never really stop loving someone. That's why, you got these old couples who, they probably should be divorced because like the chemistry, the relationship isn't there, hasn't been there for years, but they love each other. So it's like, listen, like we ain't gonna get divorced. We're already in our late 60s. We just gonna ride these last 20 some 30 years out, and whoever goes
So they,
first, whoever goes first.
so they settling.
Well, some of those it's just cheaper to keep her and they can't afford to divorce.
Or they built a whole life. Like I know people who built a whole life already. They have kids and everything where it's like, especially people who are in like 60s, 70s, they're not looking to get a divorce at 60 and 70 and start over. They're gonna thug it out until the one someone kicks the bucket.
Oh my gosh, I'm chuckling.
Think about think about how all these elderly couples, a lot of them don't even sleep in the same bed anymore.
You might as well leave that person there.
But as my thing is, as a person who is in their set, like who is at that age, you're probably not gonna like how the fuck I look being newly single at 70 years old.
They still hit bingo night.
Newly single at
But
70?
just like Victoria.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What it sound like?
Nah.
Victoria ain't got no problem with it, but you know what I mean, Kim? Like why would y'all? Victoria
What?
older, she gambles, and she finds men at the
She does, but she's single. She's been single. She's a spinster.
Hi, y'all starting this shit tonight.
more women need
It's Stack is starting it. It's Stack. You see. Ain't no one brought it up. And that's why, you know what? And that's why I feel like Clarity is gonna be single forever
no
because
listen,
Ah!
listen. Why y'all listen, most women need to be like Victoria. Go to the casino, go ahead and simultaneously gamble.
Clarity.
Clarity.
Calamity Clarity.
Clarity. Claire.
Claire Bear.
Claire Bear is nuts, okay?
What's up with it?
All right.
Yeah.
Not too much.
What's good? What's good, Clarity? How you feel about the topic, my brother? We just been talking about, do women stop loving you after a while? Because Kim was telling us a story about her husband, and she simultaneously, I don't like you at times. And I feel,
No, don't do that
butter,
to her. Don't
no
she
butter,
cannot say
butter.
that.
Be quiet, because I'm telling Clarity the story so he can simultaneously come in and build with us.
Oh
So
God.
So Clarity, she's simultaneously saying that she got days where she don't like her husband, and I'm saying, yo, women stop loving you after a while, my nigga. Like it is what it is. Like after a while, they're used to you. They don't like you. Shit get hard. You know what I mean? Things get hard. Hush. You know what I mean? She's saying the dick ain't hitting no more. All type of problems. So Clarity,
You
can you
put
First of
words
all,
in
please?
her
first of
mouth now.
all,
Don't do
first of
that.
all,
Oh
your
man, and stop.
embellishments.
Cut. Wait a minute. So
That's
Clarity, can
more
you
of a
please?
man's love than a
Listen.
woman's.
Anyway, Clarity, can you please simultaneously speak to this, bro? Because she's saying that, they never stop loving them. But I feel like a lot of women stop liking and loving us after a while when they're used to us and they're trying to argue me down. So I simultaneously needed you in here to simultaneously fight off these gazelles. Clarity, please come through whenever you can because they're trying to
Yeah.
We're
fucking
not
fight me.
fighting this
Uh,
today.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. They never stop loving you. Liking and
Oh,
loving is two totally
Clarity,
different
screw
situations.
you.
Oh.
Oh, Clarity!
And
Yeah.
this is here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's there's no bias involved when it comes time for love. You can't even play it. It's like you ever seen a woman break up with a man and she don't stop loving him. She just still have to love him from a distance. Man, he never stopped loving a woman to a certain degree. Just got to love him from a distance. So it's one of them things where the love that you do have, you won't allow them to use that to destroy you anymore. But not liking an individual, you're not. This is life we live in. You're not built to like an individual every fucking day.
So
Love you, yeah. Excuse me. Love you, yeah. Like you, no. There's days I wake up and want to kick her in her fucking back.
so it's
But
safe to say that you
Wow.
might like you can always love the person that you're with, but you're not gonna like them every day. Like it's like this.
yeah, like that women and women and men tell each other that all the time. I mean, shit, your mother tell you that. I love
Yeah.
you, but on some days I hate the shit out your little dumb ass.
You see that? You see what I said?
So,
You know what fuck you talking
like
about?
I wouldn't say love because again, love is a I don't play with that word.
Is
That
that
word is
Zoe?
dangerous, bro. That word is
That
dangerous.
is me.
You feel what I'm saying? So
I
because of
like that
the
PTR.
love
Go ahead, Claire.
because
I
of
looked like I was having
yeah
fun, right?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Claire.
because a lot of people don't give respect to the power that word holds. You dig what I'm saying? And because a lot of people don't give respect to the power that word holds, a lot of shit collapses and goes to ruins because they don't respect that word. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know.
I understand clarity, Uncle. How you feel about this? Let's continue to build on this,
I
brother.
never
Um,
understood
do
love
they?
until
Yeah,
I got
do they
around
stop
white
loving
people.
us, bro? Because Kim's saying that they, I love them, I love 'em. And then I'll ask Zoe some questions too. But Uncle, I feel like women stop loving us after a while, bro. They talk that shit, but then they stop after a while. Clarity, I simultaneously disagree with you. They stop loving us, bro. Uncle, how you feeling about this before I ask some more questions so you
I
can
never
kind of.
I never really understood like I understood love between me and my parents. I never understood love with the opposite sex until I got around white people. I remember I had this white dude that was my mentor, and I
What
was
nigga?
talking about getting a car, and he was like, "Yo, you're gonna get that car for your girlfriend, and you think she's gonna love you?" He said the problem with that is when you first get that car, she's gonna love you. In 3 years, that car's gonna get old, and the older that car gets, the less she's gonna love you the first day that you got that car. He said, if I were you, I'll take that same amount of money and I'll put it into an investment. And however she loves you now, she's only gonna love you more when that investment grows.
So Uncle, like, quick question. I feel like they only love you when the bag's head on, my nigga. Let's just keep it real, bro.
But that's
They only
exactly what
love
it
you
is.
when you got the bag, bro.
They love what you're
Yeah,
capable of
like Kim,
doing.
Kim, like I want to ask Kim too. Kim, if your husband didn't have the bag, would you love him? Mac, if your husband didn't have the bag, would you love him? Butter, if that man you were
Yep.
dealing with, Zoe, if that man you were
I
dealing with
wouldn't.
didn't have the bag, you guys would simultaneously
Hell
leave.
I
no!
definitely
I'm
would.
out.
I would like him, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't like him.
I was in
Let's
love
be
with my
honest.
nigga when he was broke as hell. I was
Hmm.
right there beside him. I was
Nah,
sticking
it's
beside
butter.
him.
Wait, Mac, would you say butter? You said you wouldn't what? Huh?
I
Say that.
wouldn't like him, so I have to like you in order to love you. I have to like you first, so we can grow into love. So yeah, I wouldn't really like him.
Here's the
But
thing. And here's
I'm gonna let
go ahead,
Zoe come
Zoe.
after clarity. Well, Zoe, go ahead, and then
the
I'll let Kim
the
come in.
Freaking
Go ahead.
you.
effort. Hold on, because I'm gonna clock this man's teeth. Because the effort you put into chasing me down, wooing me. You could have did that with your money. Why is your money funny, but you trying to tell me a joke?
See what
I'm
we're talking about.
fucking done with life right
Yo,
now.
yo.
What we're talking about is consistency, and we're just using currency as a form of consistency. If you walk, if the way you start is that if you can't keep it consistent, then the love I have for you, uh, I would say the liking I had for the consistency that stint turned into love, it starts to work backwards. It's like I love you, I just can't do this because it ain't. I don't feel right. The consistency ain't there. It's like if and that's why the phrase that well how you start with a woman is how it ends when you stop. It's like if you started dealing with a woman and you was constantly flourishing her with gifts and shit like that, she stopped like she liked you, but she started loving your hand. You understand what I'm saying? So when your hand starts to fade, that same love she had for you, you start to realize she didn't have a love for you. She had the love for what you were giving her.
They
She
don't get
liked you.
clarity.
She
True.
loved your hand. It's a difference.
But guess
When
what?
them resources
I
die,
agree.
Guess
when
what?
when
She that thing that you were giving her, she didn't even like that thing. She just liked the psychological dopamine hit of that thing representing security. And then when my homie explained it to me that way, when he said, "Yo, when you buy that car, she's gonna think that you're secure." And here you are, you're gonna spend $15,000 on a new car. He said, when you take that same 15,000 and you invest it in 5 years, it's gonna be worth more than a new car, which means she's gonna like you even more because you're even more secure. So I think the problem that men make is they think women want your money. They don't want your money. They want the security that you're showing them you could provide. The problem is men be spending their security. Love is not a piggy
no
bank. It's a
no
direct
no no
deposit.
that's
No,
not it.
love is not a. It's a
Wait a
direct
minute, bro.
deposit.
That's not it.
And what men be
It's a
doing. Okay.
listen, bro. It's a difference between a woman loving you for who you are and loving you for what you got.
It's the same thing.
These are two totally. It's not the same thing.
Because all
Here's
women
the
are the
thing.
same when it comes to
Here's the
that.
thing. I'm gonna show you the difference. Did you not hear the women talking in the room? Notice on one hand, Zoe said no, Butter said no. Notice what Max said. I was with my nigga from the mud because it's a
And what does that
difference.
mean?
It's a what I'm showing you is a difference when a woman loves you for who you are and not for what you got. See, when she loves you for who you are, it's y'all can grow together. When y'all lose shit, man, I was with you when you ain't had shit. So you know it's bigger than the shit we bring to the table because tangible things can always be replaced. It's the individual that can't be
That's a
replaced.
I
But when I
feel
fallacy.
love you for what you, but here's the thing. Here's the
It's a
thing.
fallacy.
If you
Clarity.
here's the and I hear you, but if you've never dealt with that kind of woman, you are only respected from a fallacy
No, no,
standpoint.
no, no. No, you're not understanding what I'm saying about when I say it's a fallacy. Just because, like Clarity, Mac or whoever this woman was, when she said, "Oh, when he was down," which means she knew he could get up. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't that she loved him because he was down. She loved him because she knew he could get up. And this is what I'm saying. That's the fallacy. This idea
No,
that
it's
she
a
Let
loved
her
him because
finish
he
formula.
was
something.
down
Wait,
is
what?
not the
Hey,
case.
What did
She
man,
you
loved him
just
brother,
because she
that
say?
knew
nigga
he could
still
get
went
up.
over your head, bro.
She
Nah.
No,
loved him
I.
because she knew he could get up. Now I guarantee you this: let
Elaborate
him
on
get
that,
up,
Uncle, please.
let him
Elaborate
get
on
up,
that.
and get to a point where she realizes he can't get up.
Hey,
He
let
loses it,
her
and she
speak on
realizes he
her
can't get up no
story.
more.
Let her speak on her life.
Like I
I
was
shouldn't have
trying
spoke
to,
on her.
I was
I should
before
have
I
kept it on
said
somebody
anything,
else.
I
You're
was
right.
trying to understand what he was saying before I said anything because when he said it, it kind of made sense, but didn't because I mean, ambition was a part of why I love the human being that my husband was,
You knew he could get up.
but. So yeah, I would agree. Like I knew that he could get up, but it was never like about what he had for me. Like I went probably 2, 3 years without even knowing his finances at all. Like I didn't know shit about it. Like he didn't. I stayed with my parents until we were married. So like I didn't know. I like went visited his apartment, stayed over his place and shit. But like I didn't know none of his personals. I didn't know his life company. I didn't know none
Mac,
of that. I didn't. I loved him for who he was.
Mac, the reason why you use the word ambition is because when a man truly loves a woman, he's not just ambition and his way of living and making it happen for him. He's ambitious in a relationship as well and making sure
Correct.
she's good. So it's one of them things where you took a word and you placed it where you wanted to place it at. You refused to look at it on a universal level. It's no different than when I use the word resources. You can place it where you want to place it at. But if you look at it on a universal level, that's why women love a man that's resourceful.
That's
Because
exactly what
by
I said.
default,
Okay, so
I
y'all
that's
are
said
not what
women are. I
it's
saying
not.
said women are not
It's
chasing
not.
your money;
It's
they're chasing the security. That's exactly
y'all
what
are
I
kind
said.
of
And
saying
is
the
you
that
did
a
different
bad
you said.
shit.
thing? Like,
Wait
is
a
that a
minute. You
bad
said nothing
fucking
about
thing?
security,
Clarity.
bro.
We're not
You
gonna do
said
this today.
you said nothing about
I said
security.
women are not chasing your money. If you wasn't listening, that's okay. I said women are not chasing your money. What they're actually chasing is the security that you can
Yeah,
provide.
y'all did
And what
circle
most
back in
men, how
agreement.
most men get it messed up is that they think they want the money, so they start spending the money because they think that that's what they want. That's not what they
Yeah, he
actually
did
want.
say that.
What they actually want is the security. That's exactly what I said.
Wait a minute, because at
What?
the end of the
Hold
day,
on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Security come in five components. What security are they chasing?
Are you a woman? Why you want to know?
Let me ask this question again because you said this. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Security comes in five components. What security are they chasing?
They're chasing the psychological security. They're chasing the financial security. They're chasing the spiritual security. They're chasing the sexual security. They also chasing the what I would call the word is more of a
Emotional?
no, it's holistic. Because the thing about a man who's organized, you can't be organized in just one area of your life. You end up being organized in all areas of your life. Holistically, you're organized. So when women see you doing when I say security, right? When women see you, like you can make money, but that don't mean you can keep money. You could be a man of God, but that don't mean you can make money. You could be organized, but
You
there's
could
no
be a
way you
man
could
of
be
God, but you
truly
can't have.
organized.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
You could be a man of God and be broke. There's many of them.
Yeah, why did you
Many,
offer
many of
that?
them. Many
Yo,
broke men of God.
but
Plenty
see
of them.
here, but to say
Plenty of
women are
them.
chasing, but to make a statement like women are chasing security, a man, a man identifies as being as being secure. When you build a house, what are you doing? You're building a house for protection. She makes it a home. When you operate as a father, when you put that seed in her, what is she? What are you doing? You're
I'm not even
securing a
disagreeing
family.
with that though.
So so I mean the statement itself, it's like blatant. Without security, what the fuck do you have? Why would a woman chase a man that isn't secure?
I'm not
Why would a
disagreeing with
man?
that.
Why would a man not be secure?
No, no, but there are a lot of men who are not secure.
I
So
don't
let's
know,
not do
man.
that. Let's
Clary's
not say
cooking
why would a man
tonight.
not be secure when there's a lot of men who are not secure. What I'm saying is that most men.
I based me addressing you was when you placed it in a financial position, bro. That's what I was discussing. You
I
when
mean,
I
I'm not
started
mad at what you
addressing
did.
when I started addressing the financial, you started moving the goalpost around until it landed in security.
No, that's not what happened.
And also
Because
remember when I asked you about the five
That's not what
components, you
happened. Well,
didn't
if
mention
you,
financial.
Mr. Chris,
Or
you
did
wasn't
you
here when
not?
I said what I said, so I understand why you're saying what you're saying. But what I said at the very, very, very beginning, before you were here, in fact, is that most men think women, and I referenced it to the point of a dude who was mentoring me, and I wanted to buy a new car. And he said, what you're going to do right now is you're going to take $15,000 out of your savings account and you're going to buy a new car because you think it's going to make her happy. And he's like, and it will make her happy until you get to year 3 and that car gets old, and every year that you have that car is going to make her less happier than the first year you had that car. Versus if you take that same $15,000 and you put it into an investment vehicle and you say, hey, I'm trying to make us more secure in our future, and every year that you have that $15,000 invested, it will make her happier because you're not liquidating that asset. That's the point that I made at the very beginning before you got here, and that was the foundation of what I was saying. Is that men think women want your money, and they don't really want your money. What they want is the security that your money provides. So they're not interested in you, and they're not even interested in your money. They're interested in what you're able to do with it. And what most men are not, what most men could do is make money, but they can't keep it. What most
let me
men could do is do this and that and the third, but they can't keep it. And this is
let
where
me
we
say
all get.
this. Let me say this, bro. It's not that. It's that you got to understand that everything comes with a formula. And because it comes with a formula, that formula creates a certain energy that looks attractive to both men and women. So what you're talking about and what you're doing is you're breaking down a formula and specifically talking about one component to a formula. And at that point, you're saying this is what it is. No, it's a formula that come with attraction. That's the reality of it. This is why when they say, "Oh, a woman like a man that smells good, he's conservative, he's a gentleman." Da, 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 da. These are formulas that are created to actually be attractive.
So if a
It's
homeless
just the
man starts
reality of
smelling
it.
good, women are gonna like him.
Notice what I said. It's a
You
formula.
said it's a
Notice
formula.
what you doing. You keep picking out the opposite to the formula that becomes attractive. What you're doing is picking out things that are
A
detractive.
formula is an
When you say
equation,
when right, so
which means it leads to a sum.
which means when you say right, which means when you say a bum isn't attract. The only thing a bum can attract is another bum. That's the reality of it.
So, but you said smells
No,
good is part of the formula, right?
right. Part of
So,
the formula.
so if
It's
something
not
plus
the
smells good
listen to
equals
what I'm saying.
attraction.
Listen to what I'm
I'm just
saying.
asking you a question. Is
Bro,
something plus smells good in the formula?
you can't talk fast and think you're going to over talk me,
I'm
bro.
just
That's not how
asking
that
you a
works.
question.
Again, no. A formula
All right, so it's
consists
not a
of different
formula. I got you.
nigga, nigga. Are you all right tonight?
You said it was a
You good?
formula.
You good?
You said it was a formula, and it's not.
Right. Now, if you understand what a formula consists of, you don't talk about one
Two
part of a.
products and a
If I,
sum.
hey,
At least two
wait a minute.
products
Here's
and
the
a sum.
thing. Here's the thing. This thing, because I don't know where you be coming at with your crazy shit, and that's how you be moving. But check this shit out. If I say It's a formula created that make a child better. And then I say one of the what parts of it is syrup. Do you say, oh, so the syrup is just going to make it better? Now you got that. Now the doctor got to look at you like, what type of asshole y'all brought in my office? Like, what's happening here? At the end of the day, a formula consists of more than just one component. If you
Two
take that
products
one
in the sum.
component, what's wrong with this nigga, man?
Yo,
What's up with
Terry.
you?
So if what I'm saying is, if one of your products, if one of the products in your formula cannot lead to a sum, then it's not a formula. That's what I'm saying, and that's just mathematical logic.
That's not true.
That's literally how math works.
That's not true. What it does is it offsets the formula. It doesn't mean it can't lead to it. It offsets it, which means that mean I might have to add a little bit more or subtract a little bit more. But it doesn't mean it cannot lead to, bro.
If you have a sum that's greater than the two of the products, that's just it. What
It's
we
a
talking about?
when you say product, the minute you say
Products.
product, you separate it individually. When you go into that product, it was a formula that created the product itself. What the fuck are we talking about here, man? If I say tree, do you understand it's a formula that's that's needed to create a tree?
Yeah.
Without the seed, you can have all the soil and water in the world and it won't do anything.
Yo, Clarity, I got a question for
Yeah,
you,
but if you have
Jacqueline.
soil and water
Quick,
and a
Nigga, what's
seed,
your
you could create
question,
a
Stack?
tree.
I
Shit,
got you,
you
Uncle.
starting to act like
I
a
got you.
female now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got you. Ping the room up, share the room up. I got a new question for you, Jacqueline. Thanks for coming on the stage. Chris, thanks for pulling up. We're on the fucking wall floor. Zoe, thanks for pulling up. Mac, Butter, thank you for opening this fucking crazy ass room.
Here.
And thanking you for opening it yesterday. And everybody that's been commenting on my new Instagram post, I appreciate you. Now let's get back to the shit. Who chases the most security in a relationship? Is it the men or the women? I would like to talk to you all. Yesterday it was crazy in this bitch. It got real hectic in this bitch. Okay, very. I don't know what
I
the
don't
fuck was
remember
going on,
that, did it?
but we have 7 hours worth of clips for me to go through and cut on the podcast. You understand? 7 fucking hours. Shout out to you guys. Shout outs to Butter opening that room and then falling asleep on us at 3 a.m. after over 100 people was chilling with us.
Yeah,
Thanks, Butter.
you're
Thanks for
welcome.
leaving
Thank
us.
you.
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
take it.
and then let's get to this though. Who chases the most security? Butter, would you like to kick us off before we get to some more individuals? You want to kick us off with this conversation? Chasing security. Who does it? Men or women?
Woman.
Women. Why? Why is it automatic? I feel like it's the men. We want to make sure y'all ain't out there giving your box away to millions of niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's not
We need
security.
that security. Yeah, because y'all be out there letting it go.
What?
Yeah, y'all be letting it go, and we got to make sure y'all ain't letting it go, especially the goods.
So make sure you can keep up with it, nigga.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean about
Hello.
this? They're moving too fast. The goods are moving fast.
Is it too fast or are you just too slow?
Who really chases this?
Is it too
Who?
fast or is it too fast or it's just men not competitive
No,
anymore?
but I'm just saying, who's chasing security though? Seriously though, is it really women or is it really
That's
us?
high.
Well, Stacks, and the question is throwing me off because, and this is why men don't chase security, men build security. Women chase
Oh
security.
shit! Oh shit!
I agree.
Uh-oh. Can you explain that clarity? Because yeah, I want to.
In other words, men embody security. When
Agree.
as a boy turning into a man, he embodies it in the protection of his mom, protection of his family, and then it grows from there with the protection of his finances, the protection of his home. It's like he embodies the shit because when shit hits the fan, he's even at a point where he understands he has to put his life on the line to secure his situation. Women chase it. That's what attract women. You understand what I'm saying? The whereas though it's like I want that kind of security. You feel what I'm saying? I need to be locked in with that type of security. Men aren't saying shit like that. Men embody that shit. So it's like, like I said, I do security. You feel what I'm saying? That when they hire me to cover their shit, they hiring me to protect their shit. They're not chasing the security. They're actually embodying it to make sure everything's secure. Women look for security. So when they look for security, they chase it because that's where they lock in at. You understand what I'm saying? So I think the word chase would fit the women, but it wouldn't fit the men because men can't chase security. Men embody it. It becomes them and they become it versus the woman chasing it to be protected up under it. They need it for its umbrella. The men embody it because they are the umbrella, if that makes sense.
No argument there.
Okay. Anybody else would like to come in? Who's chasing security? I think it's definitely clarity. You know, everything he said, I think he's chasing security. Just like Mac. So, Chris, where you at, bro? Are you by your mic, bro? I want to hear some shit, please. Where y'all at? Dorian, are you there? Dion, Uncle? We have Uncle come in here and yell again. Uncle, where you at, man? Because I want to tell some. I want to say something different from what Clarity's saying. You know what I'm saying? I
He's
don't know if
not
he's on.
gonna yell because he put
Mac,
in the
you
comments that that is a fact.
man, I
Ha
don't want to hear
ha.
that. I don't know if it's a fact. Now y'all don't want to give Clarity pushback. All y'all niggas come in here
Because
all
it's the
motherfucking night.
truth.
Shut the fuck up.
You can't
Anytime y'all
argue
niggas
with
come in,
the
yo, Clarity.
truth.
Any other time you tell the truth, do these niggas be saying that's a fact?
Sometimes it's not a
That's a
fact.
fact.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's
yeah.
not
Now,
a
now
fact.
niggas want to say that's a fact. Now
Sometimes
niggas
it is
want to
not a fact.
scream that's a fact, bro.
But it's a fact.
Y'all
He's
niggas,
correct. We can't
man,
argue with him. Don't get mad because we're not arguing
that's
with Cleary.
corny. Yo, Clarity, now they don't want to simultaneously argue with you when they simultaneously do this shit every night. Y'all look,
Hey,
I didn't
man.
argue with him last night
yes, you
either.
did. In blue.
No, okay, we
Yo,
did for
Clarity,
two
she
seconds
argued
on
with
a
you.
disagreement,
Yo,
but we were on
Clarity,
the
you
same
said she
page
didn't
last
argue
night.
with you, and simultaneously she disagreed with you and tried to give you a scuffle. She's a liar.
No, that's
Women lie.
not what
Matter of fact, I'm switching the
happened.
topic. Matter of fact, Clarity, I know what to get them topping. I know what the topic to get
Clarity,
y'all.
tell him
Who
that's not
lies
what
more?
happened. Tell the
Who's
truth,
the
and
biggest
it's the whole
liar? I
truth.
got you right now, Clarity. I'm gonna switch it. They'll talk.
Me and Clarity was on the same team last night. You're a hater.
I won't
Yeah,
lie.
yeah,
I
no,
like
no,
arguing
you
with
did.
Clarity because he's
I
very
was
like
called
quick,
goofy last
responsive.
night.
But he's right with that one. Men don't like. And I like arguing with you, Clarity, because you're very witty. But yeah, men don't chase security. Men wanna. We just wanna absorb it, but I don't think we chase it. Like it has to be a part of us. I don't think we chase it.
Well, I got a
So he's
new
definitely
question
right
then,
about that.
Uncle. Since your ass motherfucker witty and you know so much, who always the biggest liar in relationships? Then,
Oh,
Uncle,
look at you,
huh?
men.
Man, fuck all that, man. I don't want to hear
Y'all
that shit.
are.
It's
Light
you.
skinned
It's you.
girls.
You win. Stack. All these niggas. Liars, liars, liars. You get a lie. You get a lie. You get a lie.
Yo.
No, I think man just get caught in our lives. I don't think we the biggest
Oh
liars. Like
shit,
I think
Dorian.
women they just a little bit more refined. They like a little bit
Dorian,
less reckless
you're
in our
lying right
lives.
now, Dorian. You're
Nah,
lying.
shit, I ain't like. Hey, but Matt,
You lie.
I feel like people lie. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even think
Of
it's like
course.
it's reduced to a gender. I think that people is liars. You know what I'm saying? Just in
I
general.
agree.
But when and I hear that and it sounds good, but if I ask you the question of who's the biggest liar, that shifts the dynamic of your
Men.
answer immediately.
Okay,
What it
now when
says
you
is I
say
don't
biggest, or do you
wait,
mean,
right.
or do you mean
Because at
like
the end of the
the?
day, when it say who's the big when I ask you who's the biggest liar, at that point it sounds like you're just scared to answer the question.
No,
It's like I
no,
want to
I'm
stay in
answering. I'm
neutral because I
answering
Oh
the
don't want to
question
shit.
now.
Wait, I
I
just
ain't
thought
beating
about
around the
something.
bush, bro.
I
You know what
just
I'm
thought
saying?
because
about
at the
something. I
because
retract
truth
my
be
statement.
told,
It's
truth
Hey,
women.
be
before
told,
Women
women,
women are the biggest
yeah,
liars.
yeah, women are the biggest liars, bro. That's by default. Because at the end of the day, even if I base it on society, a lot of times when accountability is not dire, lying becomes easy because can't nobody hold my feet to the fire. What's more dangerous in a situation, a man lying or a woman lying? In today's society, it's more dangerous for a woman to lie. I mean, for a man to lie than a woman to lie. So why wouldn't she be the biggest liar? That's just
Damn.
reality.
That's not why I changed my
hey,
answer.
when we say biggest liar, are we talking about the person who lies the most, or we talking about the person who has like
The
the lie
biggest
that's
track
like the
record
most
and lies the
Or
detrimental
most.
to
We
the
can
Oh,
talk
relationship?
okay.
about
So
both.
lie the
Okay,
most.
let's
Then I'm
define
going back to
biggest.
men. When he said the biggest lie, I instantly thought about how women be, having men raising children that don't belong to them, telling them that it's their kids. So, like, I think that's like the biggest lie that you can tell for real. Like, that shit is humongous.
No, it
Yeah,
says the
So,
that
that's what
biggest
I
I
agree with
thought.
you, Mac.
liar.
That's a huge lie.
It says the biggest liar,
Yeah, well,
not the
then
biggest
that's
lie,
okay,
biggest
men.
liar.
I retract my statement. It's
And
men.
you can, and the reason why
I
you can
do.
is because, like I said before, on a scale when you look at it, lies. Here's the thing: it's all about the danger of the lie. And a lot of times, a liar, the most dangerous position it lies in is the man's hand. Depending on where you place that lie at, that shit can get scary. With women, it lacks the accountability. If I'm up under a man that's secure, if she's up under a man that holds a strong security, she can lie all day long because she's protected. Because men is security and they have to embody it. Them lying becomes detrimental. You understand what I'm saying?
I
So
hear
because
you.
of that,
But
on
men lie
certain
more.
levels, all right. I mean, you got the right to say men lie more, but
Well, I
now
do.
you got to show proof of it. I can give
I
you
can
my
give
proof
you all
and
the
why women lie more.
examples. I can give you
See,
all
I
the
don't need an
examples.
example because a lie
Yeah,
is a
that's
lie. I can
proof.
give you a
Hello.
1,001 lies.
That's
But when we say, but here's the
the
thing,
truth.
giving
I
me an
can give
example
you
of a
over
lie.
1,001 lies that men tell.
But here's the thing, and this is what I'm saying to you, Matt. Giving me the example of a lie and
Clarity,
breaking
it
down
don't matter. Y'all are the
why
biggest liars.
that
Dorian
this is what
came
I'm
off
saying.
mute and
This is what
instantly started
I
lying.
got you, Matt.
It's y'all.
And I'm gonna
AJ
say,
comes up here and lie all the time.
I got you. But what I'm saying is this: today, and giving me an example of why it's easy work, breaking down why men are the biggest liars. That's where the complication comes in at. Because now when you do it, you got to also compare that to the women, and show the difference in why they expose men exposed to be the biggest liars. And when you do that, even you're gonna bite your own foot off.
No, I'm not.
But
Y'all
then
are the
prove it
biggest
then. I'm
liars.
listening. I'm
Y'all
listening.
lie
Giving me
every
I don't need an
day,
example of a lie. I can say
all
one plus
day.
this is how
We
easy a
got
lie
y'all.
is. You can
If we want to hop down
man,
for real, and talk about your clubhouse niggas, a lot of these niggas rich on clubhouse and it in real life ain't got shit. Two nickels to rub together.
it,
Like
it
people, like niggas get up and lie every day, bro. Niggas lie on their dick every day, talking about they hit a bitch that they didn't smash. Like niggas lie every day.
I get that. Women
They
lie
lie
to
every
themselves.
day, all
Wait a
day.
minute. I got that. But see, here's the thing. Even if we was to take it to that approach, women lie consistently. Women get up in the morning and put on a wig, fake makeup consistently. A man can't.
That's
A
not a
man doesn't.
lie.
That is a
That
lie.
is a
No,
A
it's
lie.
lie.
That
A
is a
lie is a
lie.
false.
that
A
is
lie is
not
a.
a lie.
Come
That
on,
is a
man. A
lie.
lie. A
No,
lie
it's
is a
not.
false. A lie is a false representation of something.
That's
So
not a lie.
if you got on a wig, at what point, how much makeup do you go put on before it go from enhancing to just lying? What is a BBL?
A lie.
What is a breast
That's a
enhancement?
BBL is an add on.
What is a breast enhancement?
A add on. It's a
Add on.
fake.
Is
A
it is
wig
it
is
is it?
not, and makeup is not. They're enhancers. They
Now
make
I
they
like
they
that, Matt,
enhance the pretty.
because
You know what
see,
I'm
Matt.
saying? You can take
So
that shit off. A
so
BBL, titty
I
enhancements. You
I
can't
got
just
you,
rip
Matt.
that
Right,
off.
right. So let's go with this. If beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that's not your real beauty, then by default, what does a fuck
Shut up in the
enhance?
comments.
What did you
Shut
just
up,
enhance?
Dre.
If beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but simultaneously she came in the
I
room with
mean,
a
you
ton
gotta
of
ask
makeup and a
your
wig on.
homeboys because they under the girls' pictures that got on the wigs
What
and the
the
makeup
fuck?
on.
Oh my
So
god!
what are we
Really?
talking?
Really? Under the
Stop
Yes.
girls'
Let's
changing
go
your
pictures?
to
answer.
Instagram.
Stop changing your
Let's go to
answers.
Instagram right now. Let's do it. Anybody want to pull theirs up? No one's
Yo, is that
talking.
a cartoon somebody playing in the background?
Yes, my daughter is watching a SpongeBob cartoon.
Who
But
else?
yeah,
Yeah, who else would like to chime into this topic though? Because I really want to continue to talk about it. Who's always the biggest liar? Clearly, it's Mac. Clearly, it's you women. Clearly, it's the women. It's never the men. We always keep it real.
No,
We
no.
simultaneously stand on
Can
business.
you
Wait a
cut
minute.
it? Cut it
We
out.
simultaneously cut it out. Cut it out.
Yeah,
I didn't lie
it's
not
Was that a
one
pink
time.
it's
Get
ticket?
it.
the
Was that a
What
pink
she
ticket?
Yes,
I
that's,
can't
saying?
wait
hear.
a minute. That
I
is a
cannot
pink
hear.
ticket.
Wow, I cannot hear.
it doesn't
My,
matter if it's a pink ticket. It's the fact that I was
I,
not a pink
guess
ticket. She
what?
has
no,
Guess what?
asked.
Guess what? Guess what?
mama.
Mac, you better
Wait
get
a
up on
minute.
here,
Wait,
please.
stack.
She's
Okay,
a
thank you.
hater.
We
She
got
needs to
Wait,
two.
Now
okay,
I'm a
We
leave.
got
hater.
wait,
two
Go
mama.
ahead,
ladies
Mac.
taking
She
Mama.
needs
off.
to get
Mac,
put
tell her
in
AJ,
where she
stop
at,
check.
it.
Mac.
And
Wait a
yeah, yeah,
minute.
no, I'm
Tell her
gonna
where
Mama's
she
stop
at.
wait.
you.
Listen,
I'm gonna
listen,
stop you
listen. I
because
don't
my
listen,
me
wait.
Mac, tell her
ticket
where she
doesn't mean
at, bro.
shit. I can always
Listen.
convert to something
Tell
that
her
you
where
She
want to
not
she
do.
listening,
But
Stack.
at.
She's
you
not
need
Tell
listening.
her where she
attention.
at, nigga.
So guess
Tell her where she at, Mac. Go ahead.
All
yeah, they're
right,
gonna
mamas.
figure you out. They're
Hold
gonna
on,
figure you
listen.
out, bitch. They're gonna figure
D-
you out. They're
uh,
gonna figure you're nobody, ho. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride, bitch. Because if you
what is she talking
Yo, she did all of
about?
that just to join
She
the
coming for
house.
your
That
head
was it.
top. She
That
coming for
serious,
your
man.
head
People
top.
weird, bro.
What is she
People
even
is
talking
weird.
about?
That dumb ass bitch. What's wrong with you bitches?
She's been
Y'all
wilding for
gotta
the
cut it out.
she's been wilding for the past few days,
Okay, she
and you
been
got.
wilding for the past
Who
few
is
days.
that
I
lady?
can't I
I,
can't fuck with it. If you've been wilding for the past few days, you can't come around here because I've been on the high for the last. You feel me? I got fucking featured in a movie. Why the fuck am I? This bitch is crazy. Okay, Chris.
You put
Anyway,
her
she
out the
got one more
room,
let's
time.
get.
Hey,
I
or
don't
she
real
know where
talk.
left.
that bitch went. That bitch
Hey, real
went.
talk. I don't
Mwah.
usually kick people out my room, but she got one more time, and she's banned.
Yeah, she's out of here now.
Oh, who? Well,
Who
who?
who's that?
This
Nah,
lady
that
came
girl,
up
that
here
lady.
going off, butter. You what the hell? Where were you?
Where the hell you at,
Probably
butter?
sleeping. Where was
I don't
in
know what
Canada?
the fuck he was
Always
talking
sleep.
about.
Butter's always sleep when at the wrong time. My bad.
I'm.
Yeah, I don't know what
I'm.
this lady was yelling about, y'all. So back to the
When yesterday?
conversation. No, just now. You just
Oh.
missed it, girl. She
Oh
was
yeah, I didn't.
active.
Mm. No home training.
The crazy thing is, I couldn't even get a feel for what she was saying.
I just feel like a lot of
Trust me, you
women
didn't
don't
want
have
to.
home training nowadays, and they're just fucking.
Wow.
Hey,
That
It
was
Oh
is.
nasty. That was
shit!
crazy. Yo, Mac, you heard that? That was
And
nasty.
I'm with her. You know, I'm gonna stand with the good sis.
I see
Yeah.
you heard.
I missed it.
Because
What she said?
I'm team bitch every day, and you know when I say bitch don't got no home training, got no home training.
Same bitch. The biggest gang. They're bigger than the police almost.
Period.
Mhm.
Bitch gang nigga. Nigga K. Nigga K.
yo, yo,
Fucking
yo.
throw off.
Yo, who else want to chime in? Let's continue this shit though. Who's the biggest liar? Clarity, because simultaneously it's the women. They don't want to take accountability. Zoe, are you there? Simultaneously lying on the beach. Where's she at? She'll tell you some more lies. I mean, Jacqueline will come in and tell you some guys some lies. These
So,
women. Go ahead, Zoe. Would you like to tell us some lies and speak to the topic?
well,
Who's the
well,
biggest
here's it
liar?
real fast, Stacks,
Re-
and
Simultaneously,
I'm a
and then
respect
Really,
the fact
Clarity?
that for you to make it, oh my fault. I'm just saying for, and I got to put this on the table. For you to say you believe that, and this is the Mac. For you to say that you believe men are the biggest liars, and then simultaneously before that, you gave the most iconic lie a woman can say that destroys a man's life on a longevity level with the
Again.
phrase. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute with you saying he's not the father, and simultaneously he lives that lie until he has enough balls to figure out if he the father or not, and then switch it up and say men are the biggest liars. That was the most
No, no,
hypocritical
no,
shit
no, no.
I've
Cause
ever
now you
seen.
spinning it. Now you spinning it. You and Buddy, whoever you were talking to before, clarified that we were not talking about the biggest lie. Because I said, if we're talking about the biggest lie, I'm gonna say women. Because lying about a man being a father of a child that he's not the father to is the biggest motherfucking lie you can tell. Can't nothing top that. Now, when we said who lies the most, who lying the most? You
Now, now,
niggas.
now,
I
now,
stand
now,
on that.
now,
You
What the
now,
fuck? That's not
bitches.
the
You
same.
now,
bitches.
wait
You
a minute,
bitches.
wait
You
a minute, real
niggas.
fast, Mac.
Lying
Think
ass
about what you
niggas.
said. I said, who, as the biggest liar, you can align that statement you made. You can align that example, which means if he's not the father, and she knows he's not the father, she got to consistently remind this nigga consistently to keep him convinced, just to keep him from going and doing the research himself to find out if he's the father or
No,
not.
she don't. She just ain't gotta say shit. You think these women are literally doing detective work every day, lying to these men? No, nigga, she just ain't saying shit. The nigga not gonna know until the bitch get mad and yell, "You not my baby
Every
dad."
time,
Now
Mac,
he
man,
has thoughts. Nigga, she ain't
every
gotta
time,
lie every
let me tell
day.
you something. Here's the
What
lie
are we
every
talking
day.
about?
Here's
That's
the
the
lie.
biggest lie.
Every
Who lies the
every
most is
it,
men.
no, it's
Fuck
not.
out of here.
Can
The
I
lie
say
the
something?
consist go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, can I say something? I'm just speaking from personal experience. I'm a woman, and for me, I just get such a rush lying to men. Like it could be me simply
Wow.
talking to a man.
Hey,
It
she
could-
a savage.
talking to a man at the
I hate
grocery
you,
store.
butter.
I just be lying about every question he asks because you men are just so fucking gullible. Like you will literally believe anything. So yes, we do lie because it's easy to lie to you guys.
This lady is fucking
Let's
insane.
be
Okay.
honest, Butter. Even if you want to take that approach of saying men are so gullible, is it they're gullible or you know they after the cat and gives a fuck about what you saying out your mouth on certain levels?
Listen, I don't care because I'll never stop lying to these niggas. So you could give me some clarity all you want.
But that's
I'm,
just the.
I'm,
Let me jump in. That's just the carrot on the stick because she's right. They like the fantasy of women. So the men are naturally lying to themselves because he thinks, oh, he's not in the reality of who I am. I could be the biggest bitch, this and that. But he's like, oh no, she's a wonderful woman. I'm like, really? To everybody, I'm horrible. But to him, he like, no, he's putting me as this fantasy great woman, and I might be a horrible person. So they lie to themselves.
Zoe, because it's about what happens is the minute a man meets you, they box you in. So as
Yes.
long as you're fitting into that box that they created around you, you are always gonna be good in their eyes.
Yep. I figured that out a long time ago. It's like, damn, I could get away with murder. That's why women say they.
Why do you guys feel like you can get away with murder? I only feel like you guys feel like that because you have a coochie. And I'm just gonna wake it up here because I feel like it's like it is what it is. Like I
So we
said,
like stereotypes until they
yeah,
don't work for
so
us.
y'all know y'all got like a little bomb, a little atomic bomb, so y'all niggas gonna do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? You heard Zoe, I
No,
can get away with murder. Like what's going on here? What's
no,
what's poppin'? Y'all didn't hear
it's
this
it's
clearly simultaneously? What the
it,
fuck is going on?
it's the whole package of the woman. She's youthful, I guess, from
man,
naturally.
now, here comes the lies. The man said he kept it simple. He willing to do that over the box, and then you say it's the whole embodiment of the woman. Well, you strip her the pussy and the game over. So
It,
simultaneously, if her pussy ain't good, the game over. If she ain't doing what she supposed to do in that bedroom, because again, what we're
Let's
talking, because whenever this conversation is had, we will always we will always talk about the weak men that operate from that position because that's where y'all get a leg up. Whenever we have a conversation that goes the minute we enter the sex zone, you will only identify the weak men. You won't identify the dick
let's
disciplined men because the dick disciplined men is where you lose that same strength you believe is so high and mighty. That's the reality of
there's
it.
no
okay,
Because a
weak
let's
man,
men.
let's
a man,
Can I? I just want to finish up. There's no weak men because you guys are all falling for a woman. Every single one of you have. You're not living your life without a woman. Every
and
single man is with dealing with some type of woman. If you're not.
And I just want to go into what Clarity said. He said something about like if the pussy not good, we don't have nothing. At the end of the day, let's just call it like it is. There's no such thing as bad coochie. Okay, it's like a fucking
Wow.
piece of toast.
Nigga, what?
There, listen. Let me finish. Let me
Hold your
finish.
head
Let me
still. I'm gonna
finish.
super kick you.
No, let me
I know
finish.
that
Let
was
me finish.
triggering, but let's let her
Let
land
me
and then we'll
finish.
give her some pushback. Cause
Let me finish. Okay.
I'm about to kick the shit out of
Let me finish. There's no such thing as bad coochie. It's like eating a fucking burger. You're never gonna have a bad burger. You're gonna have better burgers, right? You're gonna have fucking a better burger. There's always gonna be a burger, but a burger itself is never bad.
All right, butter.
No.
now, now,
She tried to
Real
trigger
quick,
me.
clarity. I
It
got you. I
worked.
got you.
I
Cause,
wanted to
cause
make a
this is what
comment.
women do. Wait a minute, because you do. This is simultaneously. I'm gonna kick it off for the men. You don't know what coochie feels like. You don't know what it feels like. So you don't know what it is to insert
How
inside
you
of
know she
coochie.
don't know what it
Matt,
feel like?
be quiet because y'all ain't got no dick
That
simultaneously.
don't
Do
mean
I
you
I
gotta
can't
say
in
want
a
to make
coochie
a
because you
point
ain't
mute
got
is
up,
no
that
mute
dick.
it up, mute both of you,
Bumping
mute
coochies is not
up.
the same thing.
Because let me land. I let Butter say that ridiculous shit on the
Dory,
stage.
shut that
Y'all
shit
gonna
up.
let me say what I need to say. Now listen, y'all don't know what it feels like to go inside some bomb ass tight coochie. We know
Y'all
what
don't
it is.
either.
Oh, butter, 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 butter,
I
butter,
almost called
butter,
you out
butter,
your
butter,
name.
butter. See, she's not AJ. She don't want me to build on this because she think I'm bugging. I'm not bugging. Let me break
No, she
down the
don't want you to
science of
build
this
on it
shit.
because she don't want to
Now,
see she crashed out.
exactly. Now listen, we as men, we're going inside. We're feeling everything. The walls, if it's loose or not, if it's not, what's going on here? We know if it's good coochie or not. So let's not play this game and say all coochie's the same because some of y'all got roast beef, some of y'all shit's hanging to the floor, and some of y'all shit's perfect. I don't know where you are on the scale, but you cannot say a crazy statement like that and then mute the fuck up like that. Clarity over to you simultaneously, and then we'll
That's
continue to build.
why
Yeah,
I don't know
this,
what she's.
that's why y'all
but that,
niggas always want to go straight to the butt, because y'all never had no bitch with
and
good type pussy.
I am
and
fucking finna sign off Clubhouse tonight. I'm done. Bye.
I'm logging
and
off, Mac. This is your.
I'm a take what you just said, but and I'm a be honest with you. After asking a question like who are the biggest liars, and to make a statement like that just exposed it. Because
Yeah, I
notice,
got you, Makai.
even after the men offered you the truth, you still wouldn't own that statement itself was a lie. And by
Because I
default,
said what I
even when that's like a man saying all men have good dick. You women are go off the hinges immediately. That never.
We will
Who the
respect
fuck?
your
Why is
opinion.
it? Huh?
No, we will
Who
Yeah.
the
respect
hell?
your
Who the
opinion.
so here's the thing. It's funny how the bias only works when it's in favorable of the woman. That's an offset there. The fact is a bias mean you're not respecting both sides of the equation. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's the reality of it. So
No,
if we can reach
no,
a wait a
no.
minute, wait a minute,
Clarity.
wait a minute, wait a minute. You can't make a statement like all women have good pussy, and then when I
I
say, well
never
shit,
said that.
You just said
I
I
can't,
said there's
man.
no
I
such thing as bad coochie.
Wait a minute. Listen to what you're saying. Here's
so.
the
That
thing.
It
must mean
just
every
doesn't mean
coochie.
all women have
One
good
woman should
Here's
be.
coochie.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Shorty. I always have this thing of saying when you're genuinely listening, a person, two people can have a conversation and their pushback. It won't be that they're wrong. The wrong part of be they what he want her to say the same exact thing she's saying. I don't have to say what you said word for word. I can literally say the same thing and you can hear it. You said women don't have bad coochie. I said all women have good coochie. That's the same exact thing.
No, it's
The
not,
only word that
Clarity.
the only word I swapped out was bad. It's no different. If no women have bad coochie, then by default that make coochie good. Am I correct?
It
Am I
makes coochie
correct? Yes or no?
alright.
Let me let Makai come in. Makai, you want to jump in? Makai been waiting to jump in for a while. Let me let
Yeah,
her hear what she got to say, and then we'll keep building.
because I'm gonna make a point off of something that she said that I do agree with. When she compared coochie to being a burger, where she said, overall, you're not gonna have a bad burger. You can have better burgers. There is some truth to that point that she did make, and I'm gonna acknowledge that and expand on it because you may find a woman who's more sexually experienced or who can do more things, but coochie overall is good. If you start experimenting and putting random shit on your burger, you still like burgers. That specific combination was nasty. Like you can say that, oh, dick overall is great, but okay, I tried a penis with a curve. I didn't like that. I tried a small penis. I didn't like that. I tried this. I didn't like that. You're not defined like, and then also sometimes you could try a combination that you said you didn't like and find out, oh, it's not that I don't like all men who fall in that category. Maybe that one guy didn't know what he was doing.
All
And the
right, Mickey,
same
let
goes
me
for
let me let
men.
me
And
ask you a question.
exactly,
Hold on,
Yo,
Mackay,
wait a
that
minute,
was
wait
my
a minute, wait a
point.
minute.
We
No,
not
no,
finna
wait a
bro,
minute,
why
wait a
you
minute.
just cut me
oh,
I'm asking.
off?
Go ahead.
Leonard play.
Jesus
Let her
Christ.
land.
And let's also not sit up here and when people talk about, oh, all coochie is good, let's also be honest. There are some people, when it comes to sex, they only care about being pleasured. They don't care to pleasure the other person. And if you have that outlook and view with sex, you're going to have completely different experiences. I'm just being honest. I land.
No, don't land. I gotta
I,
ask you a
um,
question.
I,
No,
How
no,
you going to
Butter,
tell
let
me
me
what
ask
I'm
her a
going to do?
question. I
But
said, let me
that
ask her. I'm gonna ask her a
but
question.
like, wait, that was the point I was trying to make the whole time. Like, she
Come on,
literally
man.
broke down
Y'all
my whole
can't.
point for me.
No, fuck that. Let me ask her a question real quick. I'm trying to. I keep shit simple.
Why
At
you
the end of
gotta
the day,
cuss?
I said shit. I just said I keep shit simple. I didn't cuss at you. I just cuss. There's a difference. But what I'm saying is this. Here's the question for you, Makai. And that burger you spoke about, that burger you said, not all. If that burger I put together I didn't like, did I consider that a bad burger?
Yes, but it's also your fault that it's nasty.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now we're gonna go back to what Butter said. Butter said there's no such thing as bad coochie. That's what she said. Those was her words directly. Then simultaneously, you just said it's my fault because I made the burger. So even though you put the onus on me, if there's no such thing as a bad coochie, the same way there's no such thing as a bad burger, then how did I identify a bad burger?
So
Because
I
it
don't
wasn't
think
a
you
bad
fully
coochie.
listened
You
to
just
what
had
she
a
was
bad
saying.
experience with that coochie.
She also talked about how you could have better burgers. You like burgers overall. You think that burgers are good. If you do something that you normally don't do in a particular sexual experience, the sex may be bad and it could be your fault because you tried some new shit. If you normally eat your burgers with lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and ketchup, and that's a good burger for you, that's your one, two. That's your shit. You know
Well,
that's a good
all right. Well, then
burger.
let me ask you this.
You
Then
switch it up.
I'm gonna keep it
That's
simple. No,
your fault. It's
I'm not
fucking
switching it up.
nasty.
I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it in a framing it because I'm
What's
trying to get
confusing about what
understanding.
I'm saying?
If I never had anything good, how do I
If
identify what's bad?
you
How do I
never
do that?
had anything good, how do you identify what's bad? You know when something hurt or don't feel right, even if you didn't have something good. What the hell? Like what we talking about?
Because what we're saying is the burger itself is the thing that, hey, if I can have a better burger and consider that burger, but it's my fault. But simultaneously, it's bad. If it's bad, no matter how you look at it, this was cooked a certain way, I didn't like it. In my book, that's considered a bad burger. It's not about the toppings I put on it. Let's say the way the burger is in itself. That burger is not good. It's bad. At that point, how can I take the onus of that and not take the onus of what I consider bad pussy to be?
I feel like you're
Um,
overcomplicating this because we've already answered the question that you're continuously asking. It
because
honestly is
what
very simple.
all I'm showing you is at the end of the day, no different than before. You can't make a statement like there's no such thing as bad pussy while a nigga is
I did not
bad pussy.
personally say that. I personally,
Right,
me,
but
Makai,
you're
I
personally backing the
expanded.
statement itself.
No, no, no,
You
no.
said I
That's the
agree
problem
with
with your
butter.
comprehension. I said, let me expand on the part where she said how you can make a burger nasty. I never said I completely agree. I said I can understand what she's talking about with that experience. When people experiment and try new shit, like, I get the same Chipotle order. Let me try something new. You don't like that. Then you try the same ingredient with another combo or your usual. Ooh, that's good. You can't necessarily say that you don't like the corn salsa. You just don't like the corn salsa with the steak. You like it with the chicken. That is the point that she could have been making. Like, hey, maybe like, okay, I don't like drunk sex. That's not my thing. Okay, I like sober sex. I like to get high. That could be your thing. When you people experiment, that doesn't necessarily mean that the coochie is bad. Sometimes the particular experience wasn't the best. Like, you know what? I like this combination. I don't like that combination. Doesn't mean I don't like burgers because I didn't like this burger combination. That is the point
Could that be
that I was
subjective?
making that I agree with. You're
Could that
overcomplicating something very
I'm not
simplistic.
overcomplicating it because
You are,
if I was overcomplicating it, it would be nothing for you to simply make it seem that easy. But the more you try to make it seem that easy, the more I show you it's not as easy as you're trying to make it sound. Which
but
means
I
I'm not
spoke on
compli I'm
something
not
very
which means I'm
specific
not
and you're talking
overcom
about something
I got you, but
else.
that what I'm saying is that doesn't mean I'm overcomplicating it. I'm just shifting this position to where as though it's 1,000 different ways to look at it. I don't have to look at it from the
But
position you
if
want
I
me to
was
look at it
talking
from to make
about
it that seem
something
that simple.
specific, why did you keep bringing up something
Right? Because
different? I never said I
I
disagree with
went into
you.
the in very
I was talking about
specifics.
her specific point. That's why I was
But
confused
and
on if
talking
I'm
about
going
her,
left, why you
But
trying
here,
to force me to go
because
right.
in a point when you're saying, I'm not trying to force you to go right. You say I'm not disagreeing with you, but yet I'm disagreeing with her, and you're in agreement with her. So now
I
it's
said
an
I
offset
could
here. There's no way you
understand
can
her
agree with me.
particular sentiment on that. I never said I agree with the whole thing. I said I can understand that perspective. Just because I tried one nasty burger does not mean I think that all burgers are nasty if I like burgers. It's simple. You've
So,
had nasty chicken Alfredo. That don't mean you never gonna eat chicken Alfredo
Clarity, I
again
have a
if you like
question
chicken
for you.
Alfredo.
Listen, listen, I mean, but for the men in here, right? You have bad coochie, just to, to back up my point, because um it's Makai, right?
Yes, that's my name.
Okay. Because like Makai said, what she said is exactly the point I was trying to make. Like that's exactly, she literally got my whole point. Um Now what she said is basically to kind of dumb it down for you guys. If you come across bad coochie, or a coochie that you really didn't, I wouldn't say bad coochie, but you come across coochie that you wasn't really feeling, like you didn't, I don't know, whether you didn't like the vibe, how she, whatever, the setting, whatever the case
She
may
don't know
be,
how to
because
squirt
a
under
lot,
ceiling butter. That's why we don't.
because a stack, because a lot, because a lot of, though, that factors into whether the coochie was good or not. The environment, the setting, pheromones, if you like the smell of her pheromones, right? So that will all tie into kind of your experience of what quote unquote bad coochie is. So if you get something like that, right, an unfavorable situation, or it was alright, right, it was alright, then you're not gonna, that one experience that you had that you didn't like, you're not gonna be like, fuck it, I like dick. Like, as a man, you're not gonna do that. You're just gonna go to another coochie.
Right. Now that's not the same. And what that does is, even in you destroying your own concept of saying there's no such thing as bad coochie, that was your statement. I'm saying that's cat. And then in the breakdown of your analysis, you don't even see how you're saying there's a such thing as bad coochie.
Because
How do
it's
y'all not
not
see y'all
bad
saying this shit?
coochie. It's not
I
bad
never said
coochie.
there's no such thing as bad coochie. That's not what I said.
I'm saying I'm not saying there's no such thing as bad coochie, meaning you're not going to be like, yo, their pussy was bad. No, because at the end of the day, like, you're going to most likely at best off and be like, his shit was alright. Like, it was alright.
Now, here's the thing, and this is what throws me off, and this is why this is good. It goes right back to the title why I say women are the biggest liars. Because on one hand, you have a man standing in your face telling you blatant truth. You had stats come off the mic like, the fuck, there's no such thing as bad coochie. Like, men are the ones that's actually in the pussy now, and you got women telling a man the shit that they fuck. There's no such thing as bad coochie. That shit don't even make sense. But the minute I brought to the table there's no such thing as bad dick, y'all go off like a fucking time bomb. And we're
Man,
supposed to accept that. Wait a
I
minute,
never
wait a
said
minute.
there was no such thing as
Wait
bad
a
dick.
minute, wait a minute. All I'm saying is we're supposed to accept that. But then simultaneously, you won't even own your own statement. And
I
when I
am.
mean
I
own your
said
own
what I said.
statement,
I said what I
you can't
said.
own it. If you can own it, then how can you own that and not see the bias in your position that cancels out your statement? The minute I say all men have good, there's no such thing as bad dick, and you disagree, that cancels out your statement by default because it takes two to work. Takes two to work. But you got it. Go ahead, do your thing, man. Like, keep making it not make sense. I'm listening.
So I have a question for you, Clarity, because once again, I'm about to get irritated because I don't like when people say I said shit that I did not say. Do you think that you can have good coochie or good dick and then have bad sex with that person? Like, if you've had good sex with them before, sometimes I hear people say, oh, like this time wasn't that good or that time wasn't that good. Is that a thing? And do you feel like that contradicts the statement that she was talking about how, oh, women don't have bad coochie? Do you feel like the coochie or the dick is separate from the sex, or do you feel like they go together?
I feel like I don't like when people ask me set up questions when they start the conversation. Yeah, when they start the conversation off with "I'm getting irritated" and then ask me a question
I wasn't talking
simultaneously,
about
I
being
feel as though it's a
irritated about you.
setup.
I was talking
I'm
about
cool.
Jay because I could put a name on it. So if you don't want to answer the question, that's fine. But I wasn't even talking
Oh,
about you.
you said a blatant statement. You ain't put a name
Oh
on
no,
it.
I
That
put
was
a name
different.
on it just now. So do you want to answer the question?
Yeah, what's the question again? I stopped listening once you said I'm getting this nigga irritated. I
That's
thought
your
you said
problem,
I'm
No, I
done.
Perry. You
wasn't
don't
talking about
fucking
you.
listen, nigga.
I
Do
did
you?
listen. She just said she just put a name on it, which means she made an open statement earlier. What are you talking about, Shuddy?
Do you feel like someone can have good dick or good vagina and give you bad sex? Do you feel like that's a thing? Like
Yeah,
if
that's
you've
the
done it
thing.
before and it was good, and then so does that mean they now have bad vagina, or is it still good but you had off, like, you could be a good player and then you weren't good in that game?
It's a little bit of both because again, that's why I said that the statement itself is subjective. The minute we talk about bad and good versus a universal thing, it becomes a subjective situation. It's not an objective situation. You understand what I'm saying? Which means I can say, "Oh no, that pussy was bad," and then a dude that ain't had pussy in years getting that same pussy, he can't tell a difference. He's like, "Man, pussy is pussy." It's a subjective conversation, and in a subjective conversation to make the statement, I got to challenge you now because subjective means you have to be willing to accept my response the same way I'm willing to accept yours. But when
Right,
it
right,
Did
reaches a
it?
right.
You
point where you
didn't.
I didn't because she made a subjective blatant. It wasn't a say she made a blatant statement. A subjective statement and an objective statement is two totally different statements. See, on one hand, when I say objectively, I say pussy is pussy or dick is dick. The minute I use the word bad and good, it becomes subjective. That's by default because what you consider to be bad, I might not consider to be bad. So the minute she used the word bad, it automatically became subjective. And then she used the word bad on an objective level, which means at this point, objectively means if the shoe fits weird on certain levels, it can go anywhere. Subjectively means this is how I see it. When she said, "Oh yeah, there's no such thing as bad pussy," the minute she used the word bad, it became subjective because it related to how she felt. And when we're talking about how you feel, you cannot place that on an objective scale because that's personal, which means by default, the statement itself resorts back to being subjective. Do you get it now?
No, I always understood it. I was just
I'm done.
what? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this room is kind of diabolical.
This is why I said I was done, Malachi, because at the end of the day,
Not you
what
call me
happens,
Malachi. Yo,
Malachi is nuts.
that is
Malachi.
what she said,
diabolical.
That
Malachi.
is
I
Mackie,
need you to
fucking
clarify how to
Mackie,
pronounce
Mac,
my
my,
damn name, Clarity.
Makai, my fault, Makai.
Malachi is
Son is tight.
nuts.
Son
Yeah,
is
I
tight.
was out of pocket for
And
that one.
you
I
be
bite that
yelling at
bullet.
me and I ain't even
Yeah,
do
for
nothing.
sure. Yeah, for sure. I fucked that one up. My bad.
You
I don't
mad
like
at
fucking
Butter
people
and you
names
trying to
up.
be mad at
I
me.
don't
What
like
the
fucking names
hell?
up. No. The reason why I literally just said I was done is because what happens is when if I'm talking to you and I say I get it, I understand, then I can have a conversation where we can build where I have a
Hmm.
position, you have a position. When I say I understand and then simultaneously go back into the same conversation without positioning myself differently, what happens is it literally turns into a circular conversation. You see what I'm saying?
I understand and I do agree. And I do feel like when it comes to, I'm somebody who can understand people's perspective. And I do feel like sometimes on Clubhouse, we do this thing where we'll skip over what somebody said. And that is why I made the point of saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't agree with her saying that overall all coochie is good, but I understood
The
the
premise,
story,
the premise.
the analogy that she gave when she
Right.
talked about the burger. I do, and I broke that down. So it did kind of piss me off when somebody is like, you agreeing with her. Not saying that was you, because I already addressed who it was. And it's like, if you listen to what I was saying, I'm speaking about a specific perspective. Like, we got to stop that on Clubhouse, because that's why so many conversations are harder than what they have to be. They really are.
They are, but they aren't. And the
Have
reason why I say
they?
they are, but they aren't, because the only time they become difficult is when you let your emotions control how you're hearing certain things. It's like, is they're not hearing me well? If they're not hearing me and I'm willing to have a conversation, then at this point, let me shift the dynamic of my approach. or let me reiterate the whole approach that I took to make sure it was a clear offer. It's just transparency. But when we reach a point of crashing out within a situation or feeling it's like it's nothing wrong with your emotions becoming a part of the conversation, I think it becomes a problem when you let your emotions control the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? I have a right to not like what you're saying. I don't have a right to disrespect you because I don't like what you're saying. That's where the transparency starts to die at. And I start to implement my power of the validation of my feelings. And if I don't like what you're saying, if I come bring it from an emotional level, then that says it's okay for me to disrespect you. Emotional intelligence says I understand just because I can doesn't mean I should. That's why that's needed during a conversation to have clear transparency. You can see I'm frustrated. Me being frustrated ain't the problem. It's what I do with the frustration that becomes a problem. You understand what I'm saying?
What are we looking at, Ray? What I do? What I did?
For sure, bad, bad,
I
bad,
mean, I
bad.
came in here just whining. What's going on? What's
Um,
Ray, don't
happening?
come in
Clarity's
here. Don't
mad.
come in here.
Clarity's mad because he feels
Now a
like
nigga mad. God damn.
Clarity
um
mad because they said it ain't no such thing as bad coochie, Ray.
How did I become mad behind that?
'cause
I ain't got no bad cooch.
you
This shit finna start again,
I
so
ain't
I'm
hitting no
finna
bad
jump.
coochie.
Bye, y'all.
Who's the biggest
yeah.
liar though? Who's the biggest liar? Let's get back to the topic. I'm tired of talking about this bad coochie talk.
Y'all be cool
Makai,
though.
how you feel about this before you go?
Oh, fine. I'ma say it.
Thank you.
Um, I feel like men are the biggest liars, even though the best game is no game. A lot of men who really out here having their way, they tell the truth. Men a lot of times have to lie because they're not confident within themselves. And they know that if they told the truth, they are more afraid of men and the acceptance of other men than being honest with themselves and the women that they dealing with. So I think it's men. I do. Because females dump all their baggage on the men all the time and they run away or they stay.
I still feel like it's women being the most liars. Connie, welcome up. Ray, welcome up. I feel like women are still liars and the biggest of them all. Sneaky ones at that. But thank you for that, share, Makai. Clarity, would you like to come in, Ray, Kim, Connie? Anybody else would like to tell us who the biggest liars when it comes to relationships are? Because we've been hearing a bunch of lies from the women all night. What's going on here? How you guys been feeling about the topic so far? Ray, jump in for me, brother. Thank you
What's
for
happening? You said the biggest liars? I mean, it's
the big.
niggas.
Oh man, niggas,
Thank
damn,
Yeah.
you.
Why? I
damn.
like what? It ain't even a debate. Like niggas have said that they lie for access to these women, bro. That's all these niggas do is lie. You tell a nigga to be honest, they'll tell you why you need to lie. Start a next room you start. Ask niggas how often they honest, cause like these niggas believe that the only way they can attract women is lying. Nigga, all they do is lie. They lie to themselves, nigga. Like they lie to themselves, nigga. How the fuck they gonna tell
Exactly.
the
They
truth to somebody else?
men believe their own delusions, and y'all don't want to believe accept that.
I don't think we believe our delusion. I think you guys live in delusion.
Y'all, no,
You
y'all
know what I
live in
mean?
your
Let's talk about it.
delusion.
Like y'all live in delusion. Talking about us, we
If
yeah,
you're
true.
living in delusion and we're under your leadership and your plan, that means you put the delusion around us. So you're the
Yeah.
most delusional.
Clock.
These niggas out here buying feet pics. Like niggas,
They have a whole app for it.
yo, Stack, you know how much niggas lie? Like they'll say like they don't want to take a woman out, right? They don't want to like spend no bread on her. And then they'll go and buy prostitutes and then pay those prostitutes to girlfriend experiences. These niggas are crazy.
Yes, Ray. Yes, Ray's telling the truth. They're diabolical and it's fucking crazy. Just go get
These
your
niggas want a girlfriend even out the hoe, even out the professional. Like they want women to act with them, yo. Like
No, Ray is telling the truth.
niggas think they can fight. Every nigga a killer because they can't fight, so they gonna kill. So they gonna skip fighting and go straight to killing. So every nigga mad dangerous, right? You know, like yeah, these are lies, bro. Niggas lie every day, all day.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray.
What else niggas lie about, Stack? They sex game. Niggas
Yeah,
is
all type of
volunteering
shit.
they motherfucking sex game on here. Like, oh nigga, I just do that. Like, nigga, like, where's the shorty that like, why you even telling us? How do you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then women, this was 80% of women ain't even having orgasms fucking these niggas. So somebody lying.
I said there
Somebody
was an
lying.
orgasm problem, Ray. Nobody believed me. You hear this? You hear this, Mac? There's an orgasm problem out here in America, and the men don't
Ooh,
give a fuck.
we. No
Yeah,
wonder
right.
everybody's so motherfucking angry.
Very angry, Mac. They're like upset, like why niggas so angry? You know what I mean? Maybe if y'all, you know what I mean. Here come Woo. He gonna tell you why you so angry. Woo
Who
know
better
why
not
he
start his
angry.
shit with me tonight, goddamn it.
Man,
Man,
keep it
man, whatever.
what's up?
Biggest liars in a relationship.
I'ma slap her on my ass and kiss her and tongue kiss her.
Now
She gonna be like, hey,
I wasn't harping
Nasty,
for that shit
nasty
you
ass
said.
uncle.
you
Nasty,
Nasty little
motherfucker ain't
shit.
good.
nasty ass uncle.
Come with
Preach.
your
Somebody,
freaky frog shit
somebody's,
again.
somebody's drunk
You ain't
uncle
gotta
coming in
listen,
here
woman.
making us bar.
Don't take them what they call them that stretchers and put that long ass night guard on that Betty Boop. Mm, with your face on for Betty Boop. Uh-oh.
Who you talking to?
Reach. I'm gonna answer the question.
Oh,
Man,
okay,
shut
that's what
your.
I
Hey,
thought you said.
we don't want to hear from you at all. Actually, I want to hear from Mac. Do women pressure men into marriage? Let's talk
You
about
better
it,
go
Mac.
on my way.
Let's talk about this shit.
I'm
I
telling
wanna know. I
you.
wanna
Why
wake it
the
up.
fuck do you want to ask
Because I
me?
want to ask
Look,
you to kick it
I'm
off
telling
for us.
you.
Oh shit! I feel like there are
We'll
cases.
carry through that door. And she be like, I can walk. Go on
Okay,
here and
well, hold
walk
on.
through
Hit the
here.
mute. Hit the mute. Mute up. Mute up. Thank you. I feel like there are situations where men's hands are forced, into marriage. Um, do I feel like sometimes that little push, that little nudge is worthy? Yeah, because y'all get a little comfortable
Yeah.
sometimes. Y'all get 10 years in and think, okay, well, I don't need a marriage because shit, we've been together 10 years already. What I need to say I do for. Yeah, so y'all need that push sometimes. But yeah, y'all get pushed a little bit. Y'all do.
Stop pushing me, woman. All y'all women stop pushing us.
No, I'm gonna push your ass right off a bridge if you keep it up.
Now we going fishing today together.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna drown your ass the way you
Hey,
act.
wait,
The
wait,
way
wait,
you
man.
talk and act,
You
I'm gonna
better
drown
quit
you.
that with the
So
bait.
no,
We gonna
mm-mm.
get so drunk. We gonna, yeah,
No,
you know
thank
how
you,
to
sir.
Hey,
No, thank you. I'm a strong
hey.
pass.
What? Body count. Ooh, shut up. I'm gonna go on. Wake your ass up. I'm going fishing. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, I heard.
I ain't going to the end of the fucking street with Woo. I want Woo to mute that fucking mic up, and I want somebody else to talk. Somebody unmute y'all mic and start talking, please.
No, why don't you just let Woo run the room? Go ahead, y'all. Since y'all want to give Woo all this space, go ahead, Woo.
And what's up, Max? You know how we come. We coming for us. Now, women, wake y'all asses up. God damn, I sound like Archie. Man, what a nigga at, man?
Yo, you
Whoa.
know what, Woo? I gotta team you up with Mac. Y'all are doing an episode on the show or something. Yeah, I mean, you and Butter, some Butter. I think you should link up with Woo, Butter. Yeah, I mean, you and
Why the
Mac.
fuck would I do that?
Cause you
Why
got
are you
bored.
being
You got
fucking
bored.
Mr. Messy Boots?
Hey,
Listen, mama,
Mac.
you got
I think y'all
bored.
should Woo.
This
Send
shit
them
is
a message.
unacceptable.
Hey, Mac. Hey, Woo. Send them a message to see if you'll be a great fit
Yeah.
for the co-host. I
Good
think
night. I'm
Woo will
going to
make you good
bed.
at this because
Alright.
he'll work closely with Mac and Butter. That'd be good.
Ain't dark side. She ain't with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm a brown skin dark. Yeah. Whoa. Wait, hold up. You got dark brown skin. You got brown skin, light brown skin. Well, I'm brown skin.
So you brown skin like what, Mac?
You
Or you
more
brown
like
skin like Cammy? Which one?
Yeah, I'm that real motherfucker, that
Okay,
bloodline.
okay.
Yeah, man. We got
Okay,
family
so
time.
so
Are we
so
on
Woo.
fucking speed dating for Woo right now?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, Mac. Matter of
man,
fact,
Oh, hell no.
Mac. Why
hey,
don't you
man,
set him
please.
up with some of your friends while we at it
I
and
ain't got
pressure
no
him to the
friends. Hold
match?
on, Stack. Let me
Keep
show you
the
what
other
that look like,
baby,
Stack. Hold
man.
on, hold on.
So, no crybabies,
Yeah.
man.
Yep,
Yeah,
she
stop.
went to go get Woo. She
What
went
you,
to go get some of her friends.
Alright.
Mac went to go get some of her friends for
that
you.
kiss her
She'll
face,
be right
face,
Matt,
back.
Max
real
said,
people,
Max said,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, Mac, you want to go get some of your friends?
Fuck
Welcome back.
out of here.
Yo, y'all are fucking nuts. Listen, women pressure
Man,
men into
I'm back
marriage.
to the top.
Woo, it's over. Clock done, real quick. Woo, it's over. Now, do women pressure men into marriage? What do you guys think? Kim, are you there? Let me see if Kim's available. She's been hanging out with us tonight. Kimberly, are you there? I want to hear from her. Canary, can you clock into work after Kim? I want to ask Kim a question. Kim,
Get to work,
do
man.
yeah, I'll clock you in right after I talk to Kim. Kim, do women
Hey,
pressure men into marriage, and then I'll go check on Canary. How are you feeling, Kim? Thank you for supporting.
Um, yeah, they pressure them because they take too long.
Mm.
Hello.
Wait, Mac, I think she just woke something up. First of all, Kim, I don't think that some men are, we're not even ready. Sometimes we're not ready. Sometimes we haven't enjoyed our life enough to commit. So I get it, but I feel like sometimes you guys are too pushy. Stop, because if you're too pushy, we're just gonna call it off. Forget it. Never mind. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, Stack. I thought you were talking about like the general population of this app, which is in their mid 30s, which is midlife. Um, I thought you were talking about them. I didn't realize we were talking about 20-year
Oh no,
olds.
no, no, I'm talking about anybody. It could be any age, Kim. Since we want to go there, I feel like you women pressure us at any age. 30, 50, 68, matter. You guys will pressure us.
Cougars. Okay.
I just strongly feel like that, if you are someone that is in a long term relationship and you still feel like you ain't lived your enough to get married to the woman that you stringing along, let
That's
that
why we
woman
have
go.
bachelor
I
parties. That's why there's
let that
bachelor
woman
parties,
go.
Mac.
Let her go.
Mac,
So a
just let us
young
have
man
fun at the
that
back.
is ready to put a ring on it can wife that good young woman up. Stop trashing her and then passing her off when you feel like you good and done and motherfucking ready.
hey, put me in the queue,
So
stack.
Stack,
I got work to do.
I have a
Yeah, let me
question
let
back
Kim
to.
rebuttal, then I'll put Canary in the queue to cook. Go ahead, Kim.
Okay, so okay, some guys aren't ready. They want to live life. Okay, that's cool. You want to live life, but then why do those same guys want to live life, but at the same time breadcrumb women into they gonna do this? And if that is the case, like who was it? I think was that Mac that just spoke. Like leave these women. Wanna just live your life, then live your life, but don't string these women along
It's fun.
on this journey.
It's fun, Kim, sometimes stringing y'all along when we're young. Just string
Then that's
along,
then
let a
that's why
little.
you get the pressure put on that.
Toxic, toxic, toxic.
Watching y'all string along for years is sometimes amusement and enjoyment for us men.
It was okay for a moment.
We love it.
Think about that.
Sorry.
I wanted to ask Miss Kim a question. You feel like the guy that asked you to move away with him, or the guy that was ready to leave his son to come with you, do you feel like he was just going to string you along?
Would you listen to your father or your mother?
you you think? Do you mean like if he moved to Washington? I thought. Do I think he would have asked me to marry him immediately?
Fuck
Yeah, like
that,
like
man.
you
Why
you
did you leave the family? Why did you move from? I got you, bro. Why did you the house, the bird nest? Yeah, I got you, bro. Watch
nah,
this.
nah, hold on, because early I
Okay.
was here when she told the story earlier, and I just want to make sure that I get the facts straight. Um, he I just want to find out, because you made a decision to stay where you were and to not, you know, because you felt like he wasn't going to be a good father, correct?
Correct.
Did you say that tonight what? What?
So did you
Mm.
feel like when you made that decision, did you feel like um, he was going to like just string you along, or and not really? Was it just on the basis of the fatherhood, or
Wait,
um,
you say you
did
got a
you
question,
feel like
Mac?
he just wasn't going to take you serious?
Yeah,
I
Max.
It
Like,
didn't
what to
matter at
do?
that point. It
Tell
didn't
her no.
matter if he took me seriously or not. He didn't take his own seed from his sack seriously. So any man like that, I could not follow him and be let him be the leader
Oh,
of
you
me.
got Kim? Hmm. Kim.
Okay, so you decided to stay where you were, and that's with your current husband now.
That is correct. Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay, that's really what I wanted to check with. It was just weird to me to to even like be entertaining an ex in that sort of way. That would just that seems very out of line for me as a husband.
So just so we're clear, I did not entertain him. What happened was my sister and I
Yes, you
were
did.
on holiday and went to Key West to visit our family,
What?
and he saw me, and
Saw.
then he approached me, and then he asked me if he could have another chance, and if I would leave my current relationship, give him another chance, let him move to Washington to be with me. So there wasn't an entertaining and like
Reach.
Yeah,
there was
and then you asked him, what about his son, or what about his kid, or something like that.
yes.
Your
Right,
daughter.
right. As so, what if he said, I'm going to bring my son with me, like as if there was a choice, there was like an actual decision made there, and in my opinion, that's um that's no bueno.
Hmm.
Okay. I mean,
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
that's fine that but
Even
that's
your
because you
son.
also don't live, also don't walk in the
Hmm.
shoes of men
Yeah.
where it's not always easy to reject a man
Time.
without being called names, being violated. I'm not saying that he would violate me, but just,
You walk in the streets.
it really didn't matter what his answer was.
Hey, all
Him
hey,
versus my husband, it was not a
Hold on,
question.
Miss Kim,
Understood. Got you.
because you are disturbing my peace.
my
Mute
bad.
that mic. Thank. Okay, Miss Kim. I'm sorry I had to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I know I was finished when I had said.
Mhm. All due respect to you, sister. You live in your life, and you and your husband are happy, or whatever. I was just bringing up a point that I heard early on, and I just wanted to make sure I understood because y'all been together for, you said, 37 years or something, and
Yes.
even that's that. I wonder how to get through situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, that's just kind of like,
Mm.
I don't know, kind of like a deal breaker. I don't know.
What part is the deal
But
breaker are you saying?
just that part, just just the fact that you had history, and well, I'm not even gonna say deal breaker. It would just be a big issue. Definitely a conversation that I would need to have. Um,
It was a
you
deal
know,
breaker that I had the conversation with him.
no, not that you had the conversation. Um, it just would seem off. Well, okay, I didn't have all of the facts around the situation. So when I originally heard the story and I gave you, how I felt about it, that was how I felt about it. Knowing more that it was just a chance situation or whatever, I still would have a problem with the lack of just um, denying the man. You don't got to be. You don't. I think you don't got to be nice all the
I
time.
think
And
I think it's your approach that's fucking it up. You're trying to look at it from a position of the you should have just walked away from him type situation where you're not adding in all the components. The fact that this her ex, she knew him, she was familiar with him. It wasn't. I mean, it's a lot of things you can add into that component that has shifted the dynamic of the way you felt about it from the drive. At the end of the day, a lot of times you technically as a man, you're supposed to look at the way she handled the situation, not more so that the situation happened. Period. That's what you're really supposed to be focused on, and the way she handled it. At the end of the day, I would say was more respected. You understand what I'm saying? It left a door open to where there wasn't no real issues. Everybody had a clear understanding, and at this point, it was respected. That's what you're supposed to be looking at more so, not the going in of the situation, but the way she handled herself within the situation.
Well,
I
and
right,
then
no,
agree,
she did
Charity.
well. I
I
was just talking
agree,
about the
Charity.
beginning when in the beginning when it was originally told. It was different than now. There's more. There's a little bit more to it, and that's cool. I stand corrected.
And that's totally fine, Dion, because there is actually even more of a plot twist, but I didn't want to center myself. I just used his story as an example of a characteristic of a man that I could see would not be a good father. Because there's actually a little bit more. And if I told you everything, then you'd be like, oh, that totally makes sense. But I didn't want to center myself at that moment. I just gave the example that was.
I definitely wasn't trying to censor you either, sister. I really wasn't.
No, it's okay, and I don't take any kind of offense. You just asked the question, and I'm answering. There's no problem at all. And quite honestly, even if you did have a problem, that's your right to have the problem. I mean, because in reality, once we log off this app, your opinion about it's not going to change your life or mine. So it's okay. This is what we're just here having a conversation. I am not that thin skinned to be bothered by what people say online or even in person.
Um,
Hey, Woo, shut up, because I'm tired of hearing you. Now, do women pressure?
no,
Now, do women
Damn.
pressure men into marriage? I would love to hear from Trish. I would love to hear from Mac, and I'd love to hear from some fucking different voices. I don't want to continue to hear from drunk Woo all night. The drunk uncle, the drunk nasty uncle. This is what y'all want to hear
The
all night. I'm
fucking
gonna turn this
freaky
shit up.
frog.
The freaky uncle is coming on here telling you, shut up. Now,
I
can we
love
get
Duke
to some real conversation? Mute up.
Beauty.
I want to get to some real talk. Now, because you women always pressuring us into doing shit, especially when Butter come in here. She pressure us into do shit. Mac pressure us to do the shit. Even, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Nah, I
Who's
don't
coming
pressure
in
y'all to
next?
do
Yes,
nothing.
she
I
do.
don't
You
pressure
always
y'all
telling
to do
somebody to shut
nothing.
up and cash in a pink ticket.
Listen, this
Hold
is
up.
the
You always
thing.
telling somebody to shut up and
This
cash
is
in
the
a pink
thing.
ticket.
No, this is what
Ice
Mac
them your
does. You see
rules.
how I'm talking and you yelling at me and I'm not even yelling? This is what Mac does with the pink ticket. I ask very nicely for people to care about my health and well being if they want to be in my aura. You feel me? So I asked them very nicely to, hey, just slide up to the top, get rid of that pink ticket for me. Then you can come talk to me because if not, I get hives. I don't think that that is making you do something you don't want to do. I think I'm getting you to do something that you really want to do. You just double thinking about it and you needed a little nudge. That's it. You know?
Hey man, you y'all little beautiful asses out the way.
Man, what the
I ain't
fuck was
gonna
that?
lie. That just, ooh, ooh.
I
Sorry,
tell you, boy, you say shit make a motherfucker skin
Man, it
crawl.
make me want to just leave this month. Ugh. You know what? We ain't pressuring y'all to do shit.
Trans,
You
y'all
see
crawled
how?
under the
Hold
table.
on, wait. You see how
Oh,
we
that
ain't
was
even
you,
press
my
his
bad.
ass to come
Hey,
off mic and say some dumbass
we
shit?
I ain't
We
know
ain't
that
even
was
pressing.
press
you,
We
y'all
my
to do
trying
nigga.
none of that.
I thought it was
Can I speak to
somebody
the
else, Woo.
title?
That
the
was my
beautiful.
bag, man. Talk your shit, Woo.
Nah,
Can I speak to the title? What's up, everybody?
Can you?
What's up, Bun?
No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
What's up, Clarity? What's up, Stack, Kim, Jay, Trish, Butter? What's up, everybody? Dia, you guys still on the
hey,
title?
yeah, we always know how
Let
we
me hear
come.
from Trish. Can I hear from somebody with some sense instead of the drunk uncles? You know what I mean? And then I'll hear from Un as well. But it's like, why do I keep hearing from Woo? You know what I'm saying? And why y'all keep cutting off Trish if she's trying to talk? I don't get it. Let's get back to this combo. Go ahead, Trish, and then we can let Un get in there. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this shit back on track.
I mean, I don't think we pressing y'all. I feel like we need to be, but we're not. And when I say need to be, like women need to start standing on, what they standing on, and not bouncing back and forth. One day saying, "Oh, I want marriage." Oh, no, the next day I don't. You got to know what the fuck you want, because then you're gonna run across somebody that don't want the shit, and then you're gonna be pressing somebody for marriage that again don't want it. So it's both sides. It's like at one end, nah, we ain't pressing the issue, but then on the other
But
end, we need
sister,
to
be
be.
the
You know what I'm saying?
enforcer.
Woo, why do you keep? I can't hear you. So no, I feel
Look,
like you
you
guys
got
are
it.
Trish though. Like you guys are. What do we get? Like even Kim, like earlier when she came in, she said the men take too long. And Kim, would you like to restate that stuff you said? We said we take too long. How? Sometimes we ain't ready. Why do you mean we taking too long? It could be any age.
Yeah, it can be any age, but a grown man is going to know if he wants to take a woman as his wife within 6 to 12 months. He may not. I'm not saying he's going to marry her or propose. So I don't want anybody coming off their mic because they all hot under the collar. But you know within that first year if you want that woman as your wife or not. And if you're not ready, Don't waste her time. Leave her alone. Because what happens is I see people, there are people on this app that have been with the same old person since season one. Season one was 6 years ago. It don't take no damn 6 years to do this. If you're not gonna do it, leave her alone
All
and
that
let her
marriage shit,
real
I feel like
husband
y'all
come get
trying to
her.
take all the men stuff, Kim. I hear you, but I feel like y'all want dibs
Yeah,
on the men stuff
What is there to take?
simultaneously. A lot,
You
Like
really
a
what?
think?
lot, a lot. Our well-being, our manhood, our
Oh Lord.
kids, child support. You want me to keep going simultaneously? Like there's a lot that we got on.
Y'all not risking y'all lives bringing these kids into this world. So what are you talking about?
That's the only thing they got. I knew they was fucked up
Like,
with that.
you like what? Like that woman literally risked her life. Okay, she could have died giving birth. I'm just
Here's the
saying.
thing. Here's
Simultaneously,
the
So
you hear this,
like,
here's
Clarity?
the thing.
and then on top of that,
I
Let me
don't
let her
what?
land
question,
real quick,
but
Clarity. Let me let
go
her
ahead.
land and then pass it to Clarity. Trish, land that and then I'll pass it to you.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, the privilege men have is not being able to lay on that motherfucking table, being pregnant for 9 months, getting cramps every 30 days. Y'all have that privilege. Like, you actually, I guess, needing to be a man, that comes with you being a man. Like, you as Stack is gonna uphold that regardless. So it's like, you even feeling like you're losing, you would have to question, okay, who are you with? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see a man actually know what he wants and to actually stand on his 10, lose value
yeah, hey,
unless he's pouring into something that's not valuable.
Well, yeah. Now let's have a real conversation after all that goofy shit was said. And the reason
Yeah,
why the
whatever.
reason why I say the reason why I say after all that goofy shit was said, because if your pain was so real and it was so deep, why would you have to compare it to mine? Because at the end of the day, if a man could have a baby, then we would have a balanced scale to where we could say who would be worse. But no, it's a respect for you putting your ass on the line to have my baby, but I put my ass on the line to get the baby here. Even after the baby here, my ass is consistently on the line because you don't respect my. But because you don't respect my ass consistently
we
being
can
on the
test
line doesn't mean it's not consistently on the line. See, that's the
test.
problem we have with these
Uh,
conversations. The problems we have with these conversations is the lack of respect that's offered to what individuals got to
Get
go
in
through when
there,
we start
bro.
talking this gender shit. You said what?
Don't let
So
The, the,
just pointing
the problem.
out, mm,
Wait a minute. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you talking about simultaneously what women go through, men are blessed not to go through it. When at the end of the day, if men looked at it from certain positions and what we would have to accept versus what you have to accept, it would be a problem. And the reason why it would be a problem because it's not the man to a certain degree complaining about why a woman has it better. It's always the woman looking at the man like, oh man, you got it. Look at what we got to go through, and it's the part that offers a disrespect because consistently, when it's time for shit to really hit the fan, women look for men to put their lives on the line. Men ain't looking for women to put their lives on the line. You talking about one instance of having a baby where you got to go through 9 months, and we're talking about real men making
Hey,
That
sure you're
one
E,
good so
instance
you're
was
not.
hey,
crazy.
E,
Wait a minute. We're talking
hey,
about
E.
9 months
Definitely
of a
not
real
E.
man. Wait a
Mute the
minute.
fuck
We're talking
up.
about nine
I'm
months
with
of a
you,
real man making sure you're good, showing up to make sure you're safe, showing up to make sure you're comfortable. We're talking about a real nigga showing up, not no nut ass nigga
Mister.
that got your ass out
right.
there
So what are
when you
you
trying to make it
disagreeing
happen.
with?
So
I'm,
so when we
I'm
when
your
we had it
shit.
when you make a statement like the oh man the men don't got it as bad as women, the men got it worse than women.
You
Every
didn't
war
hear
that was
me
ever
uplift.
I
I
bet
got
you a
Did
lot.
though.
like
I got though.
did
let me
he
hear from
miss my
Trish. Let me
whole
hear
point?
Trish.
Like you
Yes,
missed my
yes.
whole entire point. I was
Yeah,
actually
man.
telling you that the man's value is not never to me it's not never diminished, right? Unless he feels as though that what he's pouring into is not valuable, but it would still not diminish him. And again, me saying,
oh
"Oh
yeah I totally
yeah,
agree with that,
9
Trish. I
months
totally agree with
and
that.
you stepping in
I
as a
totally agree with
man,
that.
that's just a fact. It's not to say, oh, well, I'm better or oh, it hurts more.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
totally agree with that.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm just
I
I'm
thought.
just bringing up the fact
Trying.
like it's not a pressure thing. Like I think men
Oh
are
yeah, as far
smart
as
enough
that,
to,
but
know what the
but
fuck they want, right?
But if a man is
What's
smart
that?
enough to know what he wants, then why do she got to keep enforcing it? That's where the pressure coming in itself. It's almost like if I'm saying let's get to know each other, but you going deeper than me at the end of the day. I'm saying well I'm still trying to see if I want to. Now all of a sudden it's an ultimatum. This is what I want, and a lot of times relationships go left. And let's be honest, it's because it's more so a woman. It's he locks into what a woman wants, and then he having the balls to finally realize he doesn't want it, and now the relationship is over with. But initially, had she been patient to make and move on his position, then at the end of the day, it benefits her. But a lot of times, women like to take lead in those positions.
Can I get in
Women
here
do.
now?
Yo, let me let Un get in there. Un, get up in here, bro. Woo, mute that. Woo, if you don't mute that motherfucking stupid ass muffly mic. God damn it. I'm tired of hearing that motherfucking mic. Woo, that's why I put you in the audience. Matter of fact, Woo, you on timeout. You up the replays and shit. Go ahead, Un. Let's continue, brother.
Right. Speaking to the title, no, because and for those who don't know what societal norm means, the definition is in the chat. It's a societal norm. Men and women indulge in casual sex before marriage. Women will say, men, women will talk about black men being good leaders and shit, but you fucked the nigga before you knew if he was a leader. I can go out here and fuck more, and I don't go to clubs. I can go out here and fuck more. I can find more women to fuck. Not saying that they're hoes. This is societal norm. This is where we are. I can find more women to fuck than I can to propose to. They'll let me hit, but they won't say yes if I propose to them. Instead of asking for the pussy. So this notion that women are pressuring men into getting married, fuck no. Motherfuckers is out here fucking long before they even consider marriage. I land.
Come on, man. Y'all better listen to Un. You hear that? Now, is there any pushback or anybody that wants to reply to this? Let's continue. Do women in 2026 pressure men into marriage? Pushing niggas. What's up, Trish? You
I
want to jump
mean,
back in?
I
Let's
I agree because I even the first point I even said like I feel like it's both. Like we should be pressuring, but then again, it's like you gonna always be like, nah, you don't want to rush it or But then it's like you should be trying to pressure it because the value should be marriage. What the goal should be marriage, right? But guess what? Like unsaid, motherfuckers is just fucking. Like so.
Fucking freaky
Like they just
frogs.
fucking.
They freaky
So I
frogs.
like for me, I'm not like people just don't value themselves, man. It is.
Well, Stack, was your question answered?
No, it wasn't answered. I want more stuff. They're pressuring us. Look at you pressuring me to fucking act. You know what I'm saying? Women pressure us in general. It doesn't have to be marriage. You see how Mac just tried to pressure me, Trish? That's what they do. Y'all fucking come off the mute. And then look, now our brother Clarity is quiet because y'all simultaneously don't know how to listen. Butter's over there asleep.
Womp,
I,
womp,
I'm not asleep.
All
womp.
right, Butter. So what do you feel about the pressure? What do you feel like this conversation? Are we getting pressured? Do you guys pressure us into it? Because Kimberly, that is married, that's been married for 50 years, right? Kimberly, 30, 40, 50, one of those. She's been married for half of your life, okay? And she said, you know, sometimes she's gonna like the man, sometimes she's not. Sometimes we take too long. What's going on, Butter? Can you give us what you're thinking about this, and then we can pop.
Mm, So I don't think a woman can pressure a man into doing anything. Um,
Yeah, y'all will. Y'all tap
because
y'all fingers. Y'all like, when are we getting married? Y'all start tapping y'all knees and shit, making us.
no. The thing is, y'all are such leaders and shit, right? How can you guys get pressured into doing something if y'all are these fucking leaders? Make that make sense. Like, y'all, like this fucking doesn't make sense. You say, yeah, well, we lead, and I lead in this and that. So how can a bitch really pressure you guys and married?
Because y'all saying, all right, so this is what y'all do. I got y'all fellas right here, DJ. I got y'all. They weaponize the pussy. They take the
Oh
pussy
my
off the table.
god!
Then y'all pray.
But isn't there
If I
pussy everywhere?
listen, Butter, you see how they try to cut me off? Wait a minute. You say this, right, Kevin? Kevin knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to Kevin. Now, you guys will take the vagina off the table and say,
Everywhere.
You're not getting this sweet, good no more unless you put a ring on it. Let's fucking get to the real fucking issue looking butter. Now she want to mute up when I'm talking that shit. I'm telling the truth now. Y'all take the coochie off the table if we don't put a ring on it. Y'all weaponize the coochie. Trish, you can put as many X's on me as you want. Butter, go ahead and put as many X's as me as you want. Go ahead. But I'm gonna be real, you guys. Take the coochie off the table. You ain't marrying me. Why should I let you still hit it? Come on, let's fucking turn up right
Bro,
now.
okay, we
Let's
finna
I
turn
mean,
it
go.
I
up. We
mean,
So I
finna
have
I
a
turn it
mean,
I
up.
look,
question.
mean,
Look,
Dude,
check it
you
out.
rather put a
stop
They're
it,
woman in
not
bro.
a
Not
lose lose situation then? Is that what I'm hearing?
but
no.
they're
Well,
not
Because
technically, it,
holding the
here
pussy for marriage because y'all not getting married. They holding it because y'all fucking with these other bitches. Like, let's wake
that
it up.
too.
Come
Now,
on, man.
Trish, I got a
Like
question because
again, like nigga,
mm,
like what are we
don't
talking
these
about?
same men tell us that with age and time, men get valuable, women lose value? So if I'm sitting here with this man for a certain amount of years and he's not even trying to marry me, am I the dumbass for wasting my time and my valuable years because I'm
Yes.
devaluing?
un.
So shouldn't
Yes.
I leave and go get
Whoa.
married so
Whoa.
I
Yes.
don't have to worry about being less value?
Okay,
Yes.
wait,
well, well, then wait.
clarity before I let you and go in there. Kevin is a married man just like Kim. And he said that his wife did not let him in until they got married. You guys will weapon. Listen, you guys know we want it. You guys will hold it at the highest mountaintop.